Welcome to Basketball Heads Live. I am your host, Glenn Poole Harding. Told you, we're gonna be outside for this season. This basketball head is one of New York City's greatest players. And he was a high school phenomenon. Listen, he gave the business to some of your greatest players. He was a real dog. You know, a killer on the court. His story will always be connected to one of the greatest to ever do it, LeBron James. But this story, not a story of that. This is a story of redemption. I've seen this basketball head tell his story to people all over the country. He talked to kids, those who was aspiring to play basketball. He told them his story. I seen him tell his story to kids all over the country about what not to do. Like I said, this is a story of redemption and celebration. Without further ado, I want y'all to welcome my guy, my brother, New York City legend, Lenny, Cooke. You heard?
Ready? Yes. You have just stepped into the world of chaos, where everybody goes hard. Come on. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Or go home. Never back down. You gotta hold your own. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. Go hard. East Coast. Go hard. West Coast. Go hard. Midwest. Go hard. Dirty. Hurry up, everybody. Get online, buy your tickets, cause the game about to start.
What's up, bro?
What's happening, champ?
Oh, man. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you.
Nah, this is all love, man. Listen, I definitely wanted to, just show you some love, man, because we all know the story, right? But in between, it was the times I would see you and I would just stand back and watch how you interact with the people, how you interact with the kids. I saw you giving the give back right then and there. I said, yo, this guy, he's on a mission. It's like a whole different story right now. Absolutely. Let's go back for a sec, right?
Yeah.
Like, I always ask everybody, first question, like, who introduced you to the game?
Well, it came from a guy named Jeff Farley, you know what I'm saying? I was living right here at 1105 Urban Avenue at the time, you know what I'm saying? This shit totally...
Was it like this? Was it like this?
This was totally different from when I was living here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 99. Never forget it, me and my dad, my brothers and sisters came here, bro. It was totally different. Like I said, this was my man building. All of this was up there, right?
Was all this up here and all that?
Nah, none of that. They made this look like we in the suburban community
Right.
But this is where it started, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, Jeff Farley introduced me to basketball. I walked around the field to 384 Park. Me and my best friend, Damani Eastman, was playing in 384. And Jeff Farley was coming from the train station. We walked to the train station, which is Moffett train station, the L train, you know what I'm saying? We in Bushwick, we on the dark side, not the light side, you dig?
Let them know.
And Jeff Farley came through. He was like, yo, I have an AAU team. I don't know what AAU is at the time,
right.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, the Long Island Panthers. I'm like, man, look, if I come, my best friend gotta come. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, y'all all can come. You know what I mean? Whoever else you want to come. So I come back home, tell my mom, like, yo, they want me to play basketball for this program. She's like, all right, well, do whatever you want to do. Like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just play basketball.
So hold on. Your first time playing under the whistle was AAU?
My first time playing, like, organized basketball in a structured environment was right here in Bushwick.
Was it a tournament going on?
It wasn't a tournament yet.
Okay.
We didn't play in no tournaments or nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? We was just playing in the park. And the dude was like, yo, you need to come out and try out for the Long Island Panthers.
Yo, hold on. Because this is not normal. All right, I'm gonna let y'all know something, right? When a lot of us start playing, we start playing in the local tournaments, and then we play high school basketball, and then we play AAU, right? For those of y'all who don't know, just want to let y'all know. So if he started on AAU early, you already know how the story was gonna turn out.
Sure. But it was just different, man, because like I come from Lang City, you know what I'm saying? I came from Lang City where it wasn't no AAU and all of that back then. They had like grassroots teams, which was like Bob and Helen, our elementary schools played against each other, but it wasn't no AAU like y'all had it here. You know what I'm saying? The Gauchos, the Riversides, the Panthers, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have that, so we had like PAL leagues, you know what I'm saying? And when I got here, it was just like, I'll never forget my first day here. That bus right there, I ended up going to Franklin Tree Lane. You know what I'm saying? That school don't even exist no more.
It's still there, but I think it's split up into.
However they got it.
Yeah, yes. Because Sam Worthing went to that school.
When I was there, it was Franklin K Lane.
Yes. It's still Franklin K Lane. There's still a lane there. Yes.
I went to 2 classes.
Whoa.
Lunch and gym. You know what I'm saying?
So this is why he like, I don't know if that school exists. It's still there, lunch and gym.
But it was just so crazy because, like I said, just so happened one day Jeff Farley, which he lived down the block, his son Mark was with him, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, yo, y'all should come out and try out for the Long Island Panthers. And we like, yo, like, so we had to take the L train to the J train to the 7 train to Queens. And God bless his soul, Tyrone Gray. That's my first coach ever, you know what I'm saying? Mentorship, Ron Artest, Lamar Odom, a lot of greats, you know what I'm saying? And he put me in position to be great. And I tried to stand on that, and I stand on that to this day.
So let's talk about that first game. Do you remember the first game under the whistle? Like your first game?
The first game under
like
the
your first
whistle,
game ever, like.
What I do remember, is me going to Corona, Queens. Like I said, Jeff Farley took us to Queens for the Long Island Panthers. So we in practice or workouts or whatever Mr. Green was doing at that time, right? And he tells me, yo, there's nobody in this gym that's good enough to make this team. So, me, being me, I'm like, yo, you don't even know me. You don't know. I understand. I got the resume of who you coach. You know what I mean? And he was like, nobody in this gym, but that's any coach. That's gonna push you. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna motivate you. Having great players on your resume to brag about. And I just felt like, man, you don't even know me, Mr. Green. How you gonna tell me I'm not good enough to make this team? You know what I'm saying? And I just went out there and everybody that got in front of me, pause, I bust their ass. And at the end of the day, Mr. Green ended up getting me out of Franklin K Lane and getting me the scholarship to go to LaSalle Academy.
Was you always this tall, bro? Did you have a growth spurt? How did all this come about?
I was always a skinny, long nigga, pause. You know what I'm saying? Always. But I got a growth spurt my sophomore year. Sophomore into my junior year. And my wingspan always been long. Like people used to teach me prior to basketball, like, yo, nigga, you can stand up and scratch your knees.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, long.
So, that was different.
What was some of the things that you think like separated you from everybody else, or was all this like natural God-given talent that put you in the space that you was in?
I just feel like what's the word I want to use? I didn't get comfortable.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And coming from being a nobody to being ranked in the city of New York City, where New York City breeds greats. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like at that time in high school, it was just like more so I want to be the best. So I didn't care who I was playing against, whether it was the St. Ray's, the Rice, the Cardinal Hayes, the whoever, you know what I'm saying? I just felt like can't nobody do nothing with me. Nobody. I don't care who it is.
That what I saw early on, like as far as you being a dog and a real killer. It's a lot of kids, you know, say, oh, he's talented, right? Oh, he's gifted, and he has skill. It's a difference with being a dog and a killer, because you was relentless and you didn't care about who the guy's name was or how much the coach said that you wasn't ready for his team. It was just a point about showing people what you could do.
I'm gonna tell you. We can stop right here for a second, because it was more so I had nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it was just more so of, yo, you playing against Rice. They got Andre Barrett, Kyle Cuff, Andre Sweet, Kedron Clark. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't know none of these guys. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Right. They
At
had names,
the
but
time.
you was kind of coming into it.
So it's just like, okay, my team loaded too. I got Famous Brown, I got Miguel Caballero, I got Justin, what's his just name? Last name? I forgot his last name, but I got these guys that I'm looking up to when I get to LaSalle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, well, we gonna compete. And 80% of the time, we lost to the Rice in the St. Ray's. I had 30 and 40. You know what I'm saying? So I was cool.
Right.
I was cool. And Bill Abram, he gave me the green light when I got to LaSalle. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the Spanish assistant coach name that we had. Oh, Coach Palenko at LaSalle. But when my guy, God bless his soul, Al Efa came, he just turned me into a different person.
So hold on. That's my guy right there.
Yeah.
You had Coach Efa.
I had Coach Al Efa. Yes. The big ass motherfucking hands.
Right.
But he brought a different person out of me. You know what I'm saying? Pause. And that motor in my back just grew and grew and grew. You know what I'm saying? I went from a 6-cylinder to a V8.
Right.
Then it turned me into a motherfucking V12. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, now it's starting to make sense, because of all the great players that I know that came out of New York City, all of them was kind of connected to a great coach in some way.
Nah, for sure.
You know what I'm
for
saying?
For sure. And I had a lot of great coaches afterwards, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because like I said, we was less fortunate. And so most coaches knew that either they had to pay me or they had to give me gear, apparel or whatever, because I can go home with that and explain to my mom and my dad, yo, look, this is what I got for playing basketball. So it was more so beneficial to me like that at that point in time in my life.
Okay. All right. Let's continue this down.
Yeah.
So the one thing I want to talk about, right, because you brought it up, right? And we're going to get there tonight. We want to talk about the money situation, right?
For sure.
I think a lot of people, give you flack about and say, that, this guy took money, but all these guys get legal money right now.
Right now.
Right? So,
absolutely.
So would you say you was like one of the original guys for the NIL?
I think I'm the reason why y'all getting paid right now. I think Lenny Cooke is the reason why y'all getting paid right now. Because I tell you what, if I was able to get paid in high school going into college, I would have went to St. John's for 4 years and sat back and chill and been able to provide for my family like I'm supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Y'all guys is getting it now and able to do those things, man, and don't take it for granted because basketball has a start date and an expiration date. You just don't know when that expiration date is coming.
Man, so when did you think like the Lenny Cooke phenomenon train started? Like when did it actually kind of take off?
One of my most memorable moments is when we went to the city championship for LaSalle and nobody knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Johnson! Mr. Johnson, he's the father to everybody in this community from Bushwick. This house, every person on this block or in this community, from me to Dashell, to Debris, to Damani, to Denton, to whoever. He's the godfather of everything that goes on in this community.
What up, son?
What's up, Mr. Johnson?
Everything good, baby?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
All right. You missed your boy by a week.
Oh, man, he was here?
Yeah, he came up to stay with me for a few days.
Okay, this is
How you
Mr.
doing?
Johnson. Like
How
I
you doing,
said,
Johnson?
man, he's one of
Cool, they got everybody calling people basketball heads.
Cool.
He's the godfather of this community, man, and he took great care of me. Great.
And look out for everybody, but you know, all my youngsters.
Yes. Wow, for sure.
Oh, shit. From one game to the next.
Yes, he did. His son's in the military, or I don't know if
Yeah, he's out, man. Yeah, he's out.
that was one of my best friends,
Down in
Marcus
San
Johnson. We battled, we went and battled. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.
What would can you just give me what was Lenny like as a youngster? Because a lot of people don't really get to hear these stories about Lenny, right? What was he like as a youngster?
He was a good young boy, man. Just bounce around, just love his basketball. Love his basketball, and quite a few women, you know what? Love his basketball.
For sure.
That's good, man. That's good. It's look, I want to say thank you for everybody in New York City that you were able to help kids in your neighborhood, right? Because to hear him scream your name and know that you're gonna be in that window,
Right there, every time.
It's people like you that kind of help all of us. Because I had one in my community who wasn't my dad, who kind of helped me out.
I used to have a deal, man. They come up there and fall asleep on my
Yeah,
floor.
for sure.
Come in the
Be
crib and
nights
fall asleep
when
on the floor.
we ain't got nowhere to go.
Right
We
here.
come right here.
Right here, they got something to eat and something to sleep.
other brother there.
For sure.
That's
Him and Damani.
Me, what I just told you.
Yeah,
Me and
that's
Damani.
what he talked about. That's how he started out.
It's just like, it's just unbearable, man. The love, that's why I said I got to do it from here.
That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? Because
This is always
I can't, I'm not a faker. I'm not a pretender. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, why not? You know what I'm saying? I got to give flowers when flowers is due. So I got to make sure that he get his flowers.
Always.
You know what I'm saying?
You know.
Thank you.
How the baby's doing?
Everybody's good, man. All 99 of them.
Yeah, don't forget that. Don't forget that. You know.
Everybody's good.
And God bless you, man. Thank you. All right. Take care.
Bro, y'all
All right.
take care now.
All right. See,
But,
man. That's what it's about, man. Right there. Like that's flowers.
Hit them when the documentary come out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll do.
That needs to be given, man, because it's guys like Mr. Johnson,
Mr.
right?
Johnson, yes, sir.
Who kind of helped a lot of us in New York City. There's Mr. Johnsons all over the city. For
sure.
And without those strong men in the community, where would we be?
We don't
what I'm
know.
saying?
We don't
Like,
know.
I
man.
have one in my community by Mr. Diggs,
Yeah.
and he's one of the main reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
So Mr. Diggs, Mr. Johnson, and all them guys that's across the city.
Everybody, even including myself, because we're gonna get into that part later in the story. You know what I'm saying? But it's people like him that make me want to do the things that I do now after basketball. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not about myself anymore. Which at first, let me tell you something.
It's all about you.
It was all about me. You know what I'm saying? And man, I just appreciate someone like that, because coming from a family which my parents is married now 41 years, don't know nothing about sports, don't know, they just married, want your kids to do what's right, you know what I'm saying? And he's the one that's, yo, you want to play basketball, I'm going to take you to practice.
Wow.
I'm going to take you to work out. I'm going to take you to a park. I'm going to take you to a gym. He'll load that minivan up, that car up, you know what I'm saying? And God bless his soul, his wife, you know what I'm saying? They just took everybody in, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why anything that I do it over here, and I make sure I give them their flowers.
Nah, that's real. That's real.
But yeah, we going over here to 384, man. This is where they talked about me for a long time, bro. I'm talking about, I had flip-flops on, wallabies on in the snow. Like this park, this little park right here. Now, mind you, this park don't have a full court, no kind of direction. Zero.
So what was the games like?
We played either full court from the gate to the other gate on an angle like this, or we played 2-on-2, 3-on-3.
Hold on, so you got a court over here and a court here.
The gate, you see the gate?
Okay, we about to
Right?
go in right now. This is, I want to see
I'm gonna show
this.
you. So we played our full courts from the gate to the gate, not like this.
Listen, that's what I tell you. We get real creative in New York City, bro. I'm telling you. And how the parks was back in the days, a lot of parks wasn't fixed up like it is today.
Absolutely.
Right? You had bent rims, no nets.
Double rims.
Double rims.
I hate a double
Yo,
rim.
where the hell they came? They just came out of nowhere. I think somebody just kind of
I hate a double rim.
They
But it made me a great shooter, though.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
It made me a great shooter, though. But
Oh,
I couldn't
man.
stand a double rim, I swear.
That's
You know
crazy.
what I'm saying? But yeah, man, 384, this park right here, man. All of this wasn't here. None of this. You used to just walk straight into the park. You know what I'm saying?
One of the great things about EEP law is in our community partnerships, the relationships that we build with people who really care about our community, with people who hold high value in giving back, with people who are pillars in their community. Being said, EEP Law is a proud sponsor of Basketball Heads Podcast, the #1 basketball podcast in New York City.
We out here at night, Bushwick, Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This is what we doing,
we
man.
in
We
the
out
town.
in
We
the
in the
streets.
town. We in
We
the
outside
town.
for real.
But yeah, man, so none of this was here at first. Like these.
Was the handball court there?
Nah, the handball was over there on the other side.
So they kind of restructured this whole
Yeah.
thing.
So my basketball court that I played on is still right here.
Okay.
This one right here.
Is the park, is it closed?
They probably got it locked up. Yup. You see how the court says? This is how our full court ran. Hold on. That wasn't there. That full court right there wasn't there.
Okay.
So you
that
see-
full court wasn't there.
No.
So,
you see how it's an angle?
Right.
That's how our full court was.
You know how creative you have to be? One court here and one court over there.
That's how we ran our
And
full
be
court.
dead ass serious.
That wasn't there. None of that was there. None of that was there.
Corey Williams is
Corey
my
Williams,
guy.
yeah.
Let me tell you, let me just say this, y'all. Make sure we get the light on this, fam. Corey Williams
Corey Williams, man.
was one of the nicest dudes to ever do it in New York City.
Absolutely.
Corey, if you see this, my number is still the same. Give me a call, brother. We already know you've been my guy forever. I watch you give.
Corey was
Listen,
that guy.
I watched Corey give dudes the business.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
played
Corey was different.
with each other and against each
He's
other.
older than me. Like
Yes,
I said,
yes.
we used to watch him. You know what I'm saying? Come out here and work out. He the first person I seen walk a wall with a handball.
Yo.
Between his legs. Like this. With a handball.
No lie.
So let me tell you, I used to go home, say, Mom, I need a handball. She's like, what the hell is a handball? You know what I'm saying? So I'm
Right,
like,
right.
the little blue ball. So I started dribbling in the house with it, sitting on the bed, right? Come out here, going to school. Corey's out here while we going to school. We catch the L train right here on Moffitt. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Corey's out here getting busy with the handball, bro. Like, people who don't understand, he was different. He was different. He was different.
My man Corey.
He was different. That's why I said, man, you gotta give flowers where flowers is due, man. And people like that, that's who I looked up to. Especially once I started playing. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
All right. Real question right here. Who ass did you bust?
Everybody. I'll wait for the rest of the questions, but yeah.
All right, cool. All right, who, like, okay, the first guy who asked you bust, who had a name that people probably thought was gonna get you, but you got him first, and everybody knew about it. And this is no disrespect.
Julius Hodge. Julius Hodge. You know what I'm saying? That St. Ray's. He came to LaSalle. Never forget it. You know what I'm saying? He came to LaSalle. He was that guy. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Don't get me wrong. Like, it's like you said, no disrespect, bro. I'm a big fan. NC
Facts.
State, went to the league.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a huge fan. But what I loved about Julius Hodge, and my friends will tell you, Julius Hodge never backed down. It's a lot of players from New York that I played against that, like, lowered their game because they knew it was me. You know what I'm saying? And Julius Hodge was one that never backed down, whether we played at LaSalle, whether we played at ISC, whether we played, wherever we played at. You know what I'm saying? But he was the first big name that I played against, you know what I'm saying? When I first got to Catholic school. But they had a fucking crew. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't just Julius.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? You had Peter Mulligan. You had, it was a couple of them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just can't say one name honestly, but nah, anybody. Like,
He was like the first
he
notable.
was the first name that I ran against. Yes, for sure. For sure.
Now, you know, there's so many other things that people know about you, right? You know, we talk about the documentary, right? One thing I want to talk about is the situation when you came late,
Yeah.
right? And the dude asked you to do push-ups or run laps. Was it suicides or whatever? You had to come and run for that?
Yeah, for sure.
At that time in your life, right? What was your mind state like at that time?
I ain't doing shit. You know why? Because I'm Lenny Cooke. Not knowing. That ain't gonna get me nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And it hurt me a lot. And the coach that we had at 5-star, he passed away. You know what I'm saying? So God rest his soul as well. But I didn't understand, bro. I didn't know none of this shit. Like, I didn't know. I just had a gift from God that, yo, you could put the ball in the hole, pause. You know what I'm saying? And I took advantage of it. I didn't know it came with all of the extra stuff. And that's why, like, I feel like this is my calling for these kids to know, like, yo, this shit could be here today and gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you how bad you want it. How bad you want it. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, if you don't take my advice, I promise you, you'll be, knock on wood, that you're not telling the same story. You know what I'm saying? And we go through that in our culture because we don't have the people like the LeBrons behind us or the Carmelos behind us that guide us in that right direction. Everybody wanna, oh, you the man, you the man, you the man. Not telling you, like, nigga, you just one in a million. You know what I'm saying? That shit, what you did, kid in Florida doing the same shit, but he putting in the work. And that's why them kids is more notable right now, because they got people behind them that's pushing them in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just being like, yo, you the man. I don't want to be the man no more. I don't want to be the man no more. You know what I'm saying? Because the man got problems. You know what I'm saying? But these kids need to understand, man. Like, I listened to Larry Johnson's story last night at All the Smoke, right? And he He just broke down shit that I went through, not even knowing his story. You know what I'm saying? And it touched me, bro. It's like, it made me feel like, yo, humble yourself. It ain't about likes and comments and all of that, bro. If you want this, you gotta eat, sleep, shit, basketball. You know what I'm saying? And do the right things off the court as well.
Nah, that's real, man. When I, first told you, I said, yo, I wanna chop it up with you. I knew that I didn't want to go in the same direction as everybody else because I wanted to watch you for a minute. Yeah. We should be at the same places, and I watched the way you communicate with people, and I also watched how people kind of revered you and still love you to this day, right?
Crazy, man.
And you just always been the same person, and even opened yourself up to the community as a whole, right? What has the love been for you now? Because we're going to get into all the other stuff, right? We're going to wrap this up in a few, but because there's going to be a part 2. I want to let y'all know that. What does it mean for you now, like right now, the man right now, the way you've been embraced by the city and all over the country? Like Allen Iverson invited you down to be part of his
big bro,
game,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Like, tell me about that relationship.
That's big bro, man. But first off, man, like I said, I had to look in the mirror and take accountability. I didn't do that. I didn't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I failed a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? My children, for one. You know what I'm saying? But then, like, I was in a bad space in my life. You know what I'm saying? And one of my close friends beat. You know what I mean? Felix Beltram. He came home from prison and he's like, yo, I want to go to New York, yo. I just want to go to New York to see a basketball game. So we ended up going to Gersh. And at that moment, like, I was at one of the lowest points in my life, and I met my wife. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for her, these stories wouldn't be told, because I would have never came out that shell. You know what I'm saying? And I've been here now for the last 2.5, 3 years, going on 3 years, and it's just like, damn, this is what you've been missing. But it was because I was embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? And I was more so, what's the word I'm looking for? Besides embarrassed, but like, I was hurt. I was ashamed. Like I said, I feel like I let New York City down, you know what I'm saying? By not making it to where I belong, you know what I mean? Because trust me, I swear to you, I know I belong. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't my calling, bro. You know what I'm saying? So to get the appreciation from New York City, any park I go to, anywhere I walk at in New York City, man, I thank y'all. I thank y'all. Like, I thank y'all because I couldn't do it without you. You know what I'm saying? And like, I was mentally gone, depressed, alcoholic, everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it felt like a weight was lifted off of me, you know what I'm saying? And now I walk around, I go to New York versus New York.
And that smile, that's what I see. That's what I see all the time.
I go to Gersh.
Right.
I go to Dykeman. I come to Bushwick. I go to Crown Heights. I go to and I walk with my head high. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I thank her. I thank my brother, Donnell, man. This nigga right here, everywhere I move, he's, yo, you at work? Yo, I gotta go here. All right, I'm about to get off in 10 minutes. Like, that shit means so much to me. Like, Clue, I couldn't do it without you. Clue, like Gary Irvin, I couldn't do it without you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? My kids, all of y'all, couldn't do it without you, man. And it's just like, I feel like at the end of the day, now, I'm happy. I'm happy within myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that matters to me. Because even if I don't touch but one, I know I did my job. Pause. That's not, you know what I'm saying? But mentally, if I don't reach but one of you guys or one of you females, I did my job. I feel like everybody focus on the wrong things.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Which is not wrong because it's part of the story, but that's just one chapter in my book. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, I just want people to know I'm here for a reason.
What's up, world? It's your boy, Glenn Pooh Harding. We in Brooklyn. Best Star, that is. At the world's famous Tom, Dick, and Harry's. Y'all know what it is, man.
So crazy, it's what I live for. Crazy, it's so real. Fuck 'em.
I've been making moves on a poppy. You with it, then copy. I'll be a doormat, cause your format is sloppy. And he's so amazing. Angels is hating. Dudes losing patience. Fuck 'em, keep waiting. Tard is the gift.
709 Broadway. You're gonna check out my guy, Benny Blanco. The #1 tattoo gallery in New York City. You heard? Let's go upstairs and check it out. Vintage art everywhere. Vintage toys, vintage games. Look at that. That Pac-Man right here. Locked and loaded. Y'all come through. Y'all know what it is. Shadow Gallery 718. It's your boy Glenn Pooh Harding. Basketball heads. Back at you. Peace. Okay, so cool. So, let's talk about, we move into that next level, right? We got out of the All-American camp, right?
Yeah.
And let you know, is that my school, Philly Dickinson, which I went.
Yeah, you're
right?
I'm not here.
That's
okay.
right. Facts. That game, right?
Yeah.
Did anyone know who the guy from Cleveland was? Like, did they? Cause this is, we just know about a guy from Cleveland. It wasn't like, yo, Lenny gonna play against LeBron.
Yeah.
We all knew when we were going there because
for sure.
our dog was playing.
For sure.
#1 player in the country.
For sure.
Repping New York City.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Was there any hype of any other players besides yourself during that time? Well, Sebastian was there, right? He was a freshman,
Sebastian
right?
was there.
He was there as an 8th grader, I think.
He was there. Well, the year that I played Ronnie, he was a freshman.
He's a freshman, okay.
He came in as an
8th grader. Got you.
The year before that.
Got you.
You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
yes.
But I mean, the hype wasn't LeBron James. You know what I'm saying?
Who was the hype? What was the names that was?
I mean, the hype
yourself?
was just Lenny, Cooke, Carmelo Anthony. We had Amari Stoudemire was supposed to fly in. He never flew in. He went to Nike. You know what I'm saying? But you had guys like a D'Angelo Collins from Cali. You had Raymond Felton. You had, like I said, you had the Allen Rays. You had the Curtis Sumters.
Gotcha.
Like, we was here. We was ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't just me. You know what I'm saying? But I came in as the first player to win MVP as an underclassman. I was the first player to do that. I was on that banner with Kobe and T-Mac and I be trying to find that banner. Like, you know what I mean? ABCD don't exist anymore. Don't get me wrong. And let's not forget, my brother, once again, Gary Irvin was there busting every guard ass that was in the building.
Salute to G. Irvin.
But it was just like, I came in with something to prove. You know what I'm saying? That first year. So I didn't care what the second year looked like. I already accomplished what I needed to accomplish, I thought. Not knowing the business of basketball.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So this kid from Akron came in there with the same mentality. And he showed it. And he's still showing it 22 years later.
Now, when we look at the mentorship and the people that was behind LeBron at the time compared to the people that was behind you, do you think that kind of leveled the playing field with the support that he had compared to the support that you didn't have?
Yes, but to an extent.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like I said, his support system was different. His support system was, you gonna be the greatest basketball player ever. My support system was, man, you gonna go bust their ass and we going out later. don't get me wrong, there's no knock on nobody that was around me at that time, but I just felt like if I had like that day-to-day mentorship and that day-to-day action in that gym and all of that, bro, I'll still be playing 22 years later. You know what I'm saying? And I just so happened it didn't work out that way for me. And like I said, I guess it wasn't for me.
Now, and we're going to jump forward because this is the business of basketball, and this is where my conspiracy theories come through. Because I told y'all, I'm a conspiracy theorist to the 1,000th power, right? So, he goes undrafted. Mm-hmm. He gets picked up by the Boston Celtics, right? He's out there doing his thing. Every game.
8 games straight.
Against pros.
8 games straight.
But the game against Cleveland, Boston Celtics does what?
My stat line said Lenny, Cooke, DNP.
We call that David Nathan Phillips, by the way. That means did not play, but we used to call that David Nathan Phillips, right? Yeah,
yes. And I think that was like one of the most hurtful feelings I ever had. And people ask me this on different podcasts, different shows or whatever, like why? Yeah, it was just, for me, it was just like, damn, like, yo, I killed in summer league.
You did.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And for me to not play that game, that probably was like the most memorable game of my life. It's like, damn, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who made that call? You know what I'm saying? And me, I ain't gonna say no names, but I know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? And there's only 1 or 2 people that I can name, but I'm gonna keep that for my book, for the bring their name out. And they know who they are. You know what I'm saying? They know who they are. They in the higher powers.
Oh, so you calling out names?
Nah, yeah. They the powers to be. You know what I'm saying? Because they thought Brian was going somewhere else, and he said skirt. So, but if you know what I'm talking about,
I get it. I get it.
At the end of the day, I feel like them people is the ones that was like, nah, don't. You know what I mean? This ain't the time. Knowing that the world is waiting for this moment again. You know what I'm saying?
The most anticipated summer league game
ever, damn near.
Facts.
Probably ever.
Facts.
Ever.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then afterwards, I'm crying. Bro came over like, yo, that's crazy you ain't play. I'm like, yo, I appreciate it. I'm crying, boo-hooing, my nigga. Like,
so Bron came over.
I'm crying into the bench. I went from sitting beside coach, like, yeah, I'm ready, to the end of the 4th quarter, I'm down at the last seat on the bench, boo-hooing. This is my moment. After the game, bro came down, watched the footage, watched the tape. Came down, yo, I don't know why you ain't playing. I don't know either, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But he deserved, man. He deserved. Like, people always, like, let me clear something up, first of all. People always feel like I always hate on my nigga. You can't hate on greatness. You see what I'm saying? I disliked him for a while, for a long time. Because, like my daughter told me, she said, yo, did LeBron steal your joy? And he did. He didn't steal my joy, but he did. He worked harder than me. He deserved where he's at. You know what I'm saying? So, you can ask anybody now. I'm a huge Mike fan. They asked me in a minute, yo, who the best player ever that you see? LeBron is the best player ever that I've seen.
Okay.
That I've seen.
We'll be here arguing all day.
That I've seen.
I got you.
I'm talking about
That's
hands
right.
down.
Facts.
I watched him for 22 years.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
I didn't see Mike for 22 years.
I got you.
I watched him for 22 years and counting. I did the same thing for Najee Cooke that he did for Bronny. The same exact thing. Because that was my dream. I know I was getting in the league. My son is older than Bronny and them. I had the kid first. I'm gonna play with my son in the NBA. Always been my dream. I'd have did the same exact thing. And we'll do it again if I can. I preach to him now. This is what you want to do. This is what you got to do. You got to lead by example. Forget your past. So yeah, like I'm a fan. I just need you to bring me on the barbershop. Let's have a sit down. Let's get it right, though. You know what I'm saying? But man, Carmelo Anthony's one of my favorite too. Big dog. He allowed me in his son life all the time. I talk to nephew all the time. Kanye. Yeah, I'll be there when he signed to wherever he signed it to. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm solidified with these guys. Maybe not Bronny and them, but like, yeah, Melo, his son, Lala, like, yeah, they accept me. They know my struggle. But they also know, like, yo, you made a mistake. You can learn from it. You can help other people. So they allow me, and they don't have to allow that. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that.
Nah, bro, you got a lot to offer, man. And I'm saying this sincerely from the heart. I wanted to wait till it was the right time.
Nah, I appreciate it, because we talked about this for a minute.
Every time we see each other.
We talked about this for
bro,
a minute.
I said, I got you.
Word.
And we're going to do it the right way, man. This is again, part 1, part 2 series. You know, I said that before.
Nah,
but
this is going to be...
We gonna get more. Y'all think y'all seen something tonight?
Nah, this is going to be...
Wait till y'all hear the rest.
This is going to be crazy, man. And I'm thankful for you, man, because you telling the tell all. You know what I'm saying? And people so focused on what I didn't do or the mistakes I made or me and LeBron. Like, it's big. I'm bigger than that.
Facts.
I'm bigger than that. I am New York.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's real.
Like, so it's like, I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful for you and everybody around that supporting Lenny Cooke, bro.
Nah, you know that. Anytime, bro. We
for
gonna
sure.
do this. Listen, this is Glenn Poole Harding, Basketball Heads, New York City's #1 basketball podcast. That's right. We are the official home for New York City basketball. And this has been part 1 of a 2-part series with my guy, New York City legend, Lenny Cooke. Peace. We be back, y'all.
But yeah, so like I was homeless when
Right,
I met
right.
her, you know what I'm saying? When I met her at Gersh Park, championship night.
Right.
And she changed my life.
Sir? Are that basketball player that was that retired?
I ain't retired, but I'm from here. That I used to play.
I'm a big fan of you.
Appreciate it.
No doubt. You want to take a picture or something?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Yo, this is all organic, yo. Y'all gotta understand. We're in Brooklyn, man. So this is definitely gonna happen.
Thank you, sir.
Yo, appreciate you. All right.
No doubt. Man.
This is
Love.
what it's about for me, man. Like it ain't about Lenny Cooke no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At all. It ain't about me, man. It's about making an impact on someone like that. You know what I mean? And the next generation to come.
Told you, story of redemption, baby. Lenny Cooke. Oh yeah. We said 2. It's gonna be 3. Is it part 3? We going back home, baby.
For sure.
No doubt.
Lang City, here we come.
Here we go, baby. All right, man. Let's get right into it, man. You know, I told you we was doing a part 2, man. And we sitting in the Shadow Gallery. If y'all need some tattoos, make sure you check out my guy, Benny Blanco, as we call him. For them nice tattoos, man, hit him up. Ink Inspiration 718 at the Shadow Gallery.
For sure.
Right on the top floor of Tom, Dick, and Harry's, right? And if you want some gear, you go downstairs. Right? The gear Tom, Dick, and Harry's.
Cop the Jordans 2 weeks before they came out.
Facts. What's up, world? It's your boy, Glenn Poole Harding. We in Brooklyn. Best star, that is. at the world's famous Tom, Dick, and Harry's. Y'all know what it is, man.
So crazy, yeah. It's what I live for. Crazy.
It's so real. Fuck 'em.
I've been making moves on a poppy. You with it, then copy. I'll be a doormat, cause your format is sloppy. And he's so amazing. Angels is hating. Dudes losing patience. Fuck 'em, keep waiting. Tard is the gift.
709 Broadway. You're gonna go check out my guy Benny Blanco, the #1 tattoo gallery in New York City. You heard? Let's go upstairs and check it out. Vintage art everywhere. Vintage toys, vintage games. Look at that. That Pac-Man right here. Locked and loaded. Y'all come through. Y'all know what it is. Shadow Gallery 718. It's your boy Glenn Pooh Harding. Basketball Heads. Back at you. Peace.
See? That's what you're talking about when we talking about Brooklyn, man. Brooklyn's finest. And we got one of them right here, New York City legend, Lenny Cooke, man. Part 2. Facts, man. We went to your neighborhood, man, and I thought that was dope, man. But there was some more things, I wanted to ask you about your journey, right? And getting to the point that we are at right now. We talked about the money situation, right? And how kids getting paid for the NIL deals now.
Yeah.
All right? At your time in the space that you was in, how important was the money situation and you getting to that bag early for your services?
I mean, I just feel like, come on, man. Everybody that comes from where we come from, our goal or our dream is to make sure that we get our family out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? And I was blessed with an opportunity to buy my mom a house. You know what I'm saying? It was different. We didn't have NIL. We didn't have... It could have messed me up. You know what I'm saying? Taking money from agents, which it did mess me up. Let me rephrase that, because at the end of the day, back in those days, once you sign with an agent and you take money from an agent or whatever, it messes up your eligibility for college. You know what I'm saying? So once Coach Jarvis got fired from St. John's, my son was getting ready to be born in 2000. And it was a big decision that I had to make, you know what I'm saying? And I had to choose the route of taking the bread and signing with an agent, because I felt like at that moment, take it now, because I don't know what tomorrow brings. You get what I'm saying? So, you projected to be such and such. You're going to be... drafted or whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? So it was just more so of me making sure that I secure the bag and be able to do what's right for my family.
From the outside looking in, a lot of people, was, word on the street was like, Lenny greedy, he just want the bread, but they don't know what you got going on. They're not walking in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? So when you're young and you got to make a decision to take care of your family, I think that's the best route you got to go by. Right.
I mean, I was raised by my father and my mother. You know what I'm saying? My dad was a hard-working guy. My mom, she was a housewife for real. You know what I'm saying? And my dad, he taught me how to be a man. Provide for your family by all means. And at that point in time in my life, it was like, from coming from nobody to being able to jump into a big bag like that, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? So I just felt like at that time it was the right moment for me to show my family, like, this is what I'm here to do, and I want to make sure that we all are okay. You know what I'm saying? That little bit of change, it didn't last. It ran out, but I did it. You know what I'm saying? And that was most important to me. I don't care how nobody else felt about it.
Facts. And you got to buy your mom a house.
I accomplished one of my goals in life. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing that nobody can take from me when it comes to that.
You know what I mean? I don't care how you feel. I did what I thought was right for me and my family.
I hear you talking about hip hop, right? Because you was on point with that Jay-Z fact being in Tom, Dick, and Harry's.
Yeah.
And you was like, yo, make sure we get some space for Big.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what does hip hop mean to you, man? And what were some of your greatest inspirations in the music game?
I mean, I just feel like I'm a music connoisseur. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a family that loved music. My grandmother loved the Temptations, Babyface, the Isley Brothers. Like, I grew up in that kind of family. You know what I'm saying? And excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop is part of basketball, man. And once I started going to St. John's games and all of that, man, I seen Jay-Z. I met Jay-Z. I was around, like I said, DJ Clue. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? So I've been around music for a long time. I got an ear for it. You know what I'm saying? My son, he's DJing now. He got an ear for it. So it's just like, it's part of us. And it makes us feel good.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, it tells stories of who not only they are, but we can relate because we be listening to shit like, damn, we going through the same situations. Whether it's true or false, what they saying, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, I can relate to that. And I just feel like it's part of our culture.
All right. Top 5 MCs.
Of all time. To me.
To you.
Jay is number 1. Now, people get mad at me because Jay is the greatest of all time to me, but he's not my favorite rapper. Ooh, you get what I'm saying? So, but he, lyricist to me, number 1.
Okay.
Big.
Yeah.
Pac.
Okay.
Jadakiss. Fab.
Ooh, that's nice.
But Fab is my favorite rapper of all time.
Breathe song, salute
You know
Fab.
So I'm biased.
Right.
But that's my favorite rapper of all time. The swag. He's one of the only rappers that survived the snap music, went gold during the snap music era with all of that, lean with it, rock with it, all of that. Like, so, like, I just feel like he's different. You know what I'm saying? And I'm different.
Who are some of the guys that you looked up to, right? When we talking about just basketball, period. Like, who are some of your favorites, some of your go-to? Like, okay, I'm going to take a little bit from him. I'm going to take some from him. Like, what was it like for young Lenny?
So when I was playing, when I first started playing and started being recognized and all of that, I took pieces from Penny Hardaway, Tracy McGrady, a little bit from KG. When it came to the streets, like, that's just N.B.A. players. Because I looked up to more people that played street ball, you know what I'm saying, than I did to an N.B.A. player, because that's where really my recognition came from.
Okay.
So it was guys that motivated me, like Half Man, Half Amazing, Escalade, God Bless His Soul, you know what I'm saying? God Bless His Soul, Ali Mo, the guards. I can go to the A Butters, the Kareem Reeds, the Futures, the list goes on, you know what I'm saying? And those guys motivated me, but also mentored me, you know what I'm saying, to be great in New York City, you know what I'm saying? They took me under their wing. So it's more so, I'd rather say street ball legends than anybody that played in the NBA, because those guys that took me under their wing and showed me, like, yo, this is our city, this is our town, and we're going to show that New York City has the best basketball players.
So when Lenny was like, you know, I'm talking like the third person, right? Like, you're not sitting right here.
Nah.
Young Lenny, right?
Yeah.
Right? playing in high school, you say you bounced around to a few schools.
I went to a lot of schools.
I know you went to LaSalle first.
I started at LaSalle.
Right?
Correct.
And what was the next school after that?
Old Tapan. I went from Old Tapan. I left Old Tapan. I went to Demarest. I left Demarest. That's when I went to Michigan when I got with the agent that I was represented by. And then I went to Flint Central High School in Michigan. And then I went to Matador High School in Michigan.
Mm. Do you think during all your travels you was getting a lot of bad advice to move from school to school to school? Or was this opportunity?
I don't think it was bad advice. I just think it was just me not knowing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I was unstable. You know what I'm saying? Like kids today, not even just, I'm not even going to put it on the kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to put it on the adults because it's more so, yo, you my kid. You can't go nowhere else. I wasn't blessed with that opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It was whatever decision Lenny wanted to make, that's what he made. And that's what he did. And I stood on it.
Who was the lady you stayed with in Jersey? I don't know her name, and I don't want to be disrespectful.
No, Debbie Bortner.
Yes.
Yeah.
How important was she in your life?
She was very important. There would be no Lenny Cooke if it was no Debbie Bortner. You know what I'm saying? She was very important. It still is to this day, whether she know it or not. You know what I'm saying? She tried. She tried. I was just a dog that got off the leash. You know what I'm saying? If she would have knew how to handle me as a child and didn't just let me roam, I would be more successful. You know what I'm saying? She gave me everything I needed. She gave me every tool I needed to do a job. She put me in the right positions, and I just made the choices that I wanted to make without knowing that she did have my best interest.
How did you meet her?
Goes back to Mr. Tyrone Green, God bless his soul, who was my first coach. Like, so her son played with the Panthers, and me and him became like brothers. You know what I'm saying? So my parents was ready to leave to go back to Virginia because they didn't want to be in New York no more. And I begged my parents, like, yo, it's no opportunity for me down there. So my parents ended up, my dad didn't want me to go. You know what I'm saying? My dad, like, hell no. And my mom is like, yo, if this is going to make him a better person, or this is what he want to achieve, or these is his goals. And my dad, he ended up bowing down. You know what I'm saying? And they allowed me to stay in Jersey and go to school with her, you know what I mean, and live with her and give her guardianship and all of that, you know what I'm saying, because of the opportunities that could be presented for me.
How did you meet? Like, you met her.
So it goes back, like I said, it goes back to when Jeff Farley took me to try out for the Long Island Panthers. Her son was already playing for the Long Island Panthers.
So that was the connection right there.
That was the connection. Right
Okay.
there, you know what I'm saying? And her and Mr. Green was like best friends, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, from there it was like, yo, this kid needs to stay here. This kid, don't let him leave New York City.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she was well off. She's still well off, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about well off. Like, I ain't talking about no bullshit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But she was just like, nah, this is my son. And I've been her son ever since.
Do y'all still communicate?
Yeah, I mean, not as much as we should, but I make sure I text Happy Mother's Day, Happy Birthday, Merry Christmas, and all of that, for sure.
If you had the opportunity to look in the camera and talk to her, what would you like to say, if you don't mind?
Thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Because not only did you change my life, you changed some of my friends' lives. You showed them things that they probably would have never seen, never experienced. So, I thank you.
Right.
We flew private. I flew private. I'm talking about,
First time
y'all
private.
motherfuckers talking about flying G4, G5. Y'all pros. I'm flying private in high school. Yeah, Gas me up. Yeah, I'm flying private.
So in high school, you got the about miles a house. In high school, you was flying a private jet.
From Teterboro, absolutely. People don't understand. I've been doing
they call that the Clearport.
Whatever you want to call it. I was flying private as a junior in high school.
Wow.
Ken, thank you. Ken, thank you.
Pick up the kid.
Ken, I'm flying private. Not just for basketball. If I want to go somewhere, I'm flying private. Me and who I want with me. This ain't economy. No.
So now I'm really getting to understand the psyche of young Lenny and how life was presented to him.
It happened overnight, bro. And that's what made me the animal or creature or whatever people portray me to be. You know what I'm saying? Because I was really the Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying? And I did it at an early age, coming from nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, yeah, it got to me. Yeah, my ego got big. Yeah, I'm him. As the kids say now, I'm him. But I was really him. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving practice. I'm leaving school, going to practice at Bishop Lockland. I was leaving my practice, going to practice with Rice. And they allowing me to do these things. So it was like...
No one said no.
Nobody never turned me down, bro. If I had that one person that was like, no, you can't come in my school. You can't come in my practice. You can't. Just, no. Everybody welcomed me with open arms. So I took advantage of it.
What adult that really tried outside of Debbie, right? That you knew was there for your best interest, but you didn't take their advice? Like, is there any other people that you know tried to step in and now you look back at it and say, you know what, they was trying to do the right thing for me? And I know saying this, right, with adding this, it's hard to trust people when everybody wants something from you. So when the right people kind of step up, it's kind of hard to kind of listen to what they have to say to you.
To be 1,000% honest, my brother did. He tried. He tried his best. But Clue, and I'm going to tell you, Anton Marchand, he was one.
Great
you know
guy,
what I'm saying?
man.
He was one.
My guy. Yeah.
He was one. But then I started rolling with Gavin. And I'm like, man, shit. And you going home when we leave in the school. Gav, like, yeah, we going to the club. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a couple people, man.
Gav was more closer to your age than
yeah. But Gav was more so into what I was, you know what I mean, trying to live the lifestyle of.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So,
salute to Gav too.
No, for sure, that's my brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's a couple people, man. Honestly, that I wish I would have took their advice, but not knowing, like I said, my ego got to me. You know what I mean? And what I wanted to do, I was going to do. And nobody could deter me from that.
Who is Lenny Cooke now?
Oh, my God. Lenny Cooke is a great husband, a great father. To some that think that I'm a great father, others that don't, fine too. I do my best. I'm just a humble guy, man, that just want to make a difference in this world, bro. That's it. I want to make a difference, and I want to make sure that my story get told the right way so that our next generation don't have to go through what I went through. Word.
Do you see yourself and other kids, or have you met someone that you say, you know what, damn, if he don't listen now, he's going to go down the same path I went down?
Word. I'm going to give you a kid, man. What's my boy name? He bounced around school to school, and the kid's talented. I actually met him a couple years ago. Master P had brought me out to Georgia, and I met this kid.
We ain't gotta mention his name.
Now I want to mention his name.
Okay.
I want to mention his name. Dior Johnson.
Oh, yes.
Dior Johnson.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
I just finished watching the story on him. Yeah.
Super talented. You hear me? And got close to his mom, talked to his mom all the time, man. And I just was like, yo, you are a split image of me. You know what I'm saying? And I just wish I could be there hands on with you more. Pause. But like on a serious note, this kid was me. A little more athletic and everything, but the kid was talented, man, and he just bounced around. He was unstable, just like me, and didn't care. He didn't. All he knew was, I know how to play basketball. This is gonna get me what I want. But at the end of the road, it's not about what you want, man. It's about what you need for longevity. You know what I'm saying? And I think it hurt him a little bit by not listening.
He's at the University of Central Florida now with my guy Mikey Williams, right?
He's another kid.
And it's another kid that's there. I don't remember his name. Like all three of them has been, you know, in some trouble, right?
For sure.
And now it's their story of redemption. Like they have their last chance to get it right.
Get it right
this time.
But it's not. You're not gonna be able to make those mistakes no more, man. You're at an age now where it's not even a mistake because you already know what you've done. So you can't keep doing the wrong things and thinking people gonna give you a slap on the hand and say, "Yo, don't do it again." You know what I'm saying? You're an adult now. You know what I'm saying? People ain't gonna keep taking care of you. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, you got to get it right, not only for you, but people that's around you.
Man, this is deep. So I know y'all like looking at all the stuff that's behind us, man. Like this is the Shadow Gallery. My guy Benny Blanco's place, man. This place is vintage, right? We got all the vintage games and action figures and toys from our childhood, from your childhood, and these stories, right? These stories, this is like vintage art, right? The stuff that you're kind of telling the world right now, something that people probably never even heard of before. And I don't want to get too deep into our part 3, right? But there's gonna be a part 3.
Nah, definitely. We got part 3 coming.
City.
We going to Atlantic City, baby.
Okay, before we even, I don't want to touch too much on it, but
we can.
How does Atlantic City plays a part in all of this story that, you know? And I don't want you to give away too much because we got to go down there and we got to go talk to some people, right?
If it wasn't no Atlantic City, it would be no Leonard Cooke. It wouldn't be no Leonard Cooke.
Was you born in Atlantic City?
I was born in Atlantic City.
Now I'm getting it. Okay. Because we sitting driving, we trying to put it together. Okay. Was he here, then went to Jersey, and then Jersey went to Atlantic City? Oh.
I was born in Atlantic City. I was born in Atlantic City, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? And great place. You know what I'm saying? Atlantic City is only 48 blocks long.
So you're a legend in 2 states.
I'm a legend in the world. Let's not get that messed up.
That's my man.
You know what I'm saying? But my roots is Atlantic City, Virginia, and New York City.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I bounced around, but I also bounced around, like I said, my situation of being unstable came from my parents. I can't even say my parents. My father. My father was a big drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? So we bounced around. You know what I mean? My mom didn't want to, but we had to. You get what I'm saying? So, but he also, it goes back to, like I said earlier, he taught me how to be a man. You get what I'm saying? So my stabilities, my mistakes, I had to check myself and own accountability for everything that I done, just like he did.
So I was speaking to the wife.
Yes.
Off camera, and you credit her for kind of saving your life.
Absolutely.
Right? And she kind of mentioned to me, she said, you know, in Jersey, they love you. And when you go out there, everybody comes out. She said, but when you come back to New York, you're celebrated.
It's a different.
Right? What was that like for you? You know, and listening to your wife's advice about coming back to the city.
So, I mean, it's different, man. Like, it's a difference between, like you said, being loved and being celebrated. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, I feel like shit be making me emotional when motherfuckers ask like shit like that. Like, because I feel like if I'd have stayed in Lang City, I would have never got, doors wouldn't have opened up. And I spoke about that on my post today. Like, one door may close because it's not that he don't want you to walk the path that you want to walk. It's how you walk that walk. You get what I'm saying? And I walked it in a bad way, but now I'm doing it in the right way. So now doors continue to open up. You get what I'm saying? And to me, it's just like, I love my people in Lang City. I love Lang City, but to be celebrated every single day that God allowed me to wake up, when I walk out that door and go to work or go to a park or go wherever I'm going, it's like, yo, you Lenny Cooke. And I didn't cherish that for a long time. I didn't witness that for a long time because I was selfish. Because of not being the person that everybody expected me to be. Mm-hmm. So I was selfish. When I say selfish, it was like, yo, I'm in a shell. And she brought me out of that shell, you know what I'm saying? And New York City brought me out of that shell. It's like, yo, you are somebody. My bro hit me earlier, Jeff, thank you. Because Jeff hit me today, like, yo, I tell you every day your worth. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, bro, you one of the only ones. It's very few that tells me every day, like, yo, I'm proud of you. And he tells me all the time, Gary, brother, Jeff, he tells me all the time, I'm proud of you. She tells me, whether I mess up or not, yo, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? And I can accept that now and be like, yo, thank you. You know what I'm saying? So it's a difference. It's a difference.
There was a moment when I saw you were after Zone 6. I was with my guy Mark and his son Chase. And he told his son who you was. Mm-hmm. And his son remembered because they watched the documentary together. Mm-hmm. And I was speaking to him this morning. We speak every day when I'm on my way to work.
Appreciate you, big guy.
Yeah. And I told him, yo, we gonna go to AC.
Yeah.
He said, when? Because I want to bring my son.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Real talk.
Let's do it.
He said, I want my son to kind of witness this, right? Because he wants to play the game. Yeah. You know, I need him to know about the New York City greats and just want to see how the people where you from celebrate you, right? And I thought that was big, right? For a man who, you know, who played ball, he played a house for Speedy, and he teaches right now. Yeah. But for him to say, you know what, I want to take my son on a trip with y'all, so he can go watch Lenny at his best.
And he gonna be right on my side with me the whole time. You know what I'm saying? I thank you, Pops, because it's moments like that when I go from here, bro, people can cherish those moments. You know what I'm saying? He's a kid. And he look up to Lenny Cooke. You know what I'm saying? Like, that means a lot to me. A lot of people may brush it off or whatever, but those are the moments that I live for every single day.
And I'm going to keep saying this, man. Like, I watch you from afar for couple of years now.
Yeah.
Probably since you came back.
Yeah.
And I watch your progression, right? And that smile you give when you're around kids and when people approach you. And I knew this would be the right time. Right.
Like I said, we talked about this numerous times, bro.
People just think these things just be happening like
we
this.
We talked about this numerous times.
Yeah,
man. And,
yeah.
I'm forever grateful, you know what I'm saying, for this. Because, like I said, you already had one of the best sit-downs with the Cooke. You know what I mean? But to get off of that, like, yo, it's moments like that. Like, I just feel like that's my calling. I continue to say that. I want to change someone else's life. No matter how good or bad mine is, it's a million Lenny Cooke stories. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people that don't want to show face because they're so embarrassed, which I've been there. You get what I'm saying? And not knowing that I live in a world where I can walk outside and I did Uber. I drove Uber. You know what I mean? I drive for FedEx. I drove for Amazon. I drove for beer companies. I did shit like that. And go to a person's door or a bar or something, and the person be like, "Yo, you Lenny Cooke." I might have just made that person day. Just being who I am. You know what I'm saying? So I live for those moments, and I cherish every single one of them. Because I am somebody. Whether I know it or not.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, that's what I live for. Not only my family and my kids, you know what I'm saying? My friends. But I walk outside and somebody walk up to me almost every single day and be like, yo, you Lenny Cooke.
It happened yesterday. It happened yesterday.
I live for those moments, bro. I cherish those moments.
One of the great things about EEP law is in our community partnerships, the relationships that we build with people who really care about our community, with people who hold high value in giving back, with people who are pillars in their community. Being said, EEP Law is a proud sponsor of Basketball Heads Podcast, the #1 basketball podcast in New York City.
When was the moment, right, when you get picked up by the Boston Celtics and you're in the NBA locker room? Like the first time you're in the NBA locker room. Yo, bro, let me tell you something. I just had a dream. Even if I got cut, to be in the NBA locker room, put on the NBA socks for real, not just buying them. Like this was one of my dreams. I don't care how long I was there. To be able to say I was in the NBA locker room, I could have said, you know what, I hang my hat up forever for basketball.
Yeah.
Right? Never even got that moment to even be thought about playing in the NBA. What was that moment like, your first time in the NBA locker room?
I belong. That's how arrogant I was. Like, I'm here. Mind you, they had just drafted Marcus Banks from UNLV. You know what I'm saying? They got some dogs on this summer league roster. But I'm him. I'm here. I drove down in the 745. I drove down on the mint green 745. Everybody flying in. I drove down from New York to Boston. Mint green 745, 22s on the front, 24s on the back, offset. Bad, my wife right there, but I got a bad bitch with me. She stayed with me the whole summer league. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm him. I'm outside. I partied every night. I went out every night. I performed well the next day. But I belong there. I belong there. You know what I mean? So, getting in that locker room, I'm going to tell you the illest shit ever, though. When they say, yo, you got to take a cold plunge. I'm not getting in that fucking ice.
Oh, yes, the ice.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
not.
The ice
and
bag.
I love shit. Tell you, I love it being cold. I'm not getting in that ice, bro. It takes the kinks away. No, I know how to go home and ice my ankles, and you know what I'm saying. But being in that locker room at game time, every day, me and Marcus Banks, I got to talk about him because Marcus Banks, when he got drafted, he was drafted to the Celtics. He was like, yo, I'm going to make sure you get the ball in the right spots every time. He did that. I got to give him his flowers. He did that as the point guard for that team in Summer League.
So, even as a pro, playing for the Boston Celtics, you were still refusing team protocol.
Let me tell you something. I had the biggest name on that fucking roster for Summer League. It was kids that was guaranteed. I had the biggest name. It's me. I'm here. I'm going to tell you. Antoine Walker made me a believer.
Tell me about that.
Antoine Walker came into practice one day. Oh, you the motherfucker from New York. I'm scorching him. Next day, I ain't getting out one bucket in practice. Hell, you ain't what you think you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just letting me shine. He's one. He's one that made me a believer. Like, nah, this ain't high school, bro. This ain't that.
So it's levels.
It's different levels, bro. And he showed me that. Antoine Walker showed me that. Didn't get to work out with Paul Pierce. You know what I'm saying? But Antoine Walker came in that gym like, yo, you think you ready? And I thought I was. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was. He showed me otherwise. Not even just on the court, like mentally. Like, he showed me a lot. A lot. Him, Jeff McGinnis, when I was in Portland, Zach Randolph. Like, it's a lot of guys that off the court shit was like, yo, let's have a conversation. That's where it started. Like, let's see how you are mentally. You know what I'm saying? And God bless his soul, man, one of the best ever. Kobe, I ain't understand what he said to me at ABCD till I was 37. I'm 42. You get what I'm saying?
Flashback, because some people might not even know what happened. All right, let us know what happened at ABCD.
When I'm sitting front row just like this, and I asked him, when you gonna play me? I stopped the whole lecture. He was doing a lecture. Yo, man, look, I don't want to hear you for 2 hours. When are we gonna play one-on-one? And he told me, I'll beat you in various ways. I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about at that time. Well, as I got older, after all my mistakes, he was telling me, man, you is not ready for me mentally or physically. And I'll play you when you get to the league. And I never made it there. Those was his exact words.
Did you, outside of that, did you ever meet or talk to Kobe?
No, yeah. I spoke to Kobe a lot. You know what I mean? Because his father, Jelly Bean Bryant, his father was trying to get me, like I was saying, he wanted me. He tried, pause, no Diddy, whatever the fuck. But he was trying to take me in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And my parents didn't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? So I went with Debbie. But he was trying to get guardianship of me as well.
Wow.
And don't get me wrong, it was another family. I'm not sure if you know about Brian Stiff.
Yeah, I actually played against Brian when he was in Virginia.
Brian Stiff is from Brunswick, which is 5 minutes from my hometown in Emporia.
Gotcha.
So his parents also tried to, you know what I mean, get guardianship of me and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Brian Stiff was part of that trade when LeBron got drafted to Cleveland. People don't know that. You get what I'm saying? So I had people, man, that was, I think that now older, not playing and all of that, looking back, really wanted the best for me. I just was mentally not ready.
You know they say God sent you angels, right? In the form of people, right?
Absolutely.
I once heard the story about this man who blamed God for him dying. There was a flood, and he was on the top of his roof praying to God, and boat came by. He was like, "Yo, come on, get in." He's like, "Nah, I'm good. God got me." Right? Helicopter came by. He was like, "Nah, I'm good. God got me." Plane came by. He said, "No, I'm good. God got me." Drowns, go to heaven. This is a good man. Meets God. It's like, "God, what happened? I prayed to you. Right? You said pray to you, good things happen." He said, "Son, since your boat, since your helicopter, since your plane."
Since everything that you needed. God still got me though.
Nah, for sure. Cause yo, bro, like I told you, this is the redemption story, right? Cause it could have went the other way.
Absolutely.
Right? We talked about your times of period of being homeless. We could be still asking, where's Lenny Cooke? But we know where Lenny Cooke is because he's right here.
It's so crazy, man. People used to call me, right? Denton, I'm gonna say his name. One of my best friends, Dan Foster. Come to New York, bro. Come to New York. This is when I was in Virginia before I even went back to Atlantic City. Come to New York, bro. They miss you. They need you. They need to see your face. I'm like, hell no. I can't deal with that pressure. I couldn't deal with it, bro. I couldn't deal with it. The embarrassment. I don't know if motherfucker gonna laugh at me, like you didn't make it, like, you know what I'm saying? New York is a hell of a place to live in.
Yeah.
One of the hardest places to live in.
You can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
You can make it anywhere. Guess what? I'm back, bitches. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, and I ain't going nowhere. Word.
If y'all don't know, this is the funniest motherfucker on the planet. Listen, get to know Lenny Cooke the person. Don't worry about what you've been seeing online and what you've been reading about. Get to know the brother, man, because it's way more than what you see and what you heard, right? Get to know the person. Let's talk some more basketball, man.
Let's do it.
Right? IS-8.
Oh,
right?
man.
I heard some special things went down to IS-8, man. Like, what can you tell me about IS-8 and some of the craziest things you did there? Because, you know, IS-8 is a legendary tournament.
I was about to say that. Legendary. Shout out to, what's his name that run that tournament? Nate.
No, that's not Nate Blue. You talking about, no, hold on, because we're going to run back and say this. Pete,
Pete Edwards. Shout out to Pete Edwards. Absolutely.
Facts.
You're absolutely right.
Pete, now, let me give you a little story. Pete Edwards' name in the streets was, they called him, called the Bar Pope, and they called him Secret Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Pearl used to battle.
Pearl,
back
yeah, I
in
heard.
the day. He was a little bit older than Pearl. He used to actually be in the backcourt with Kurt Sumter's dad. Kurt Sumter's dad was
nice. I heard.
A pro.
I heard.
They ran the table in Pro-Am for about 5 years straight, like winning every tournament. Right?
Yeah.
So Pete Edwards gets his props.
Not for sure,
and
man.
off the court.
Pete,
but
thank you for always showing love.
Facts.
Thank
facts. But IS-8.
IS-8, man, I had my run. Pete Edwards, you know it. I broke Lamar Odom's scoring record in IS-8. He was the leading single game scorer.
What was that?
It was like 58 he had. I finished with like 63, 64. So they had it in the school on the little joint, like, you know, when you walk in the school,
right.
glass shit. So,
threes, dunks, everything. What were you doing? 63?
I couldn't shoot the three back then for real. I was just dominant. You know what I mean? Offensive putbacks, scoring, mid-range, free throw. Most free throws because niggas gonna foul me because I'm going down there, pause.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, ISA we had our times, bro. That's where like Charlie Villanueva, I bust his ass in ISA. Julius Hodge got that work in ISA. That's where I really found out like Julius Hodge when I was telling you last night. Julius Hodge was like never backing down. He didn't care.
He was so smooth with it.
He reminded me of like a penny. You know what I'm saying? Long arms. You know what I'm saying? But now ISA, man, on what's that? Murdoch? What's that? Merritt Boulevard.
And 108, right? Right around the corner, junior high school. Classic tournament, been around since the 70s, I heard.
One of the greatest high school tournaments in the world.
Yes.
In the world. If you didn't play there, you're nobody. Even LeBron stepped in that gym.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man, I had my share of times in there. And
some memorable moments.
Fuck shit up at ISA, bro. A lot of nights, man.
Right.
And it was so crazy because I used to make sure that I tell either Gary, Charles, or Debbie, if I'm not playing a main event game, I'm not showing up. I'm in high school. I'm a child. You allow me to say that to you? If I'm not playing the main event game, I'm not showing up. But I meant it though.
And
I wouldn't. Sure. And if they didn't, if it was an early morning game, I wasn't going. Because I hung out the night before.
Yo, I don't go to no games that's 9 or 10 o'clock, bro. 11 o'clock. If it's not 12 o'clock or better.
Put me at the 4, 5, 6. I'll be there.
I'll probably get there like about 12, 1. But 9, 10. I'm talking about me right now covering basketball.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep it a buck.
Ain't no need. And we might be missing out, though.
Yeah, but I'll catch them next time. That's
when it's 12, 1.
Man, I get up 5:30 every morning and go to work. I need my weekends to sleep in a little bit. Joakim Noah, man. Let's talk about Joakim, man, because me watching the documentary and seeing how he revered you so much and still loved you, right? Like, you know, and he was one that did switch up, bro. Like, you know, we like Melo still keeps it real with you. Like all those guys.
These are guys that, like, all right. So let me tell you like this first before I jump into that, right?
Okay.
I feel like basketball is a brotherhood,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, people go to college, join a fraternity or join a sorority or whatever. Like, basketball is that. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And some guys join, some guys don't. You know what I'm saying? And Carmelo Anthony, he's part of the brotherhood. Joakim Noah is part of the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? But I had Joakim Noah 12, 13, 14, 15 years old following me. You know what I'm saying? And the praises he give me as a fucking defensive player of the year, a 2-time national champion, just to me a Hall of Famer at heart. You get what I'm saying? I don't have the words to explain like what he means to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's the executive producer of that bullshit Lenny Cooke documentary. He made sure my story got told. But just as starting from a kid, bro, he just always been a fan of Lenny Cooke. And I believe, like, to go back to how we talk about changing lives, I changed his life as a basketball player or as a person because he was already rich. Parents was rich. He didn't need me nor Debbie. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to be around basketball. You know what I'm saying? And when that motherfucker went to Florida, and he grew his junior, senior year, he grew, pause. Like, this motherfucker grew 9 inches, 10 inches. You know what I'm saying?
Super Paul.
Super duper pause. But, yo, I remember times a person would come up and ask him, like, yo, LeBron, not saying that he hated LeBron, but the genuine love that he had for me. I ain't gonna say had because he still do. We talk on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, but the most memorable moment as him being a pro, the interview when he did in the locker room, he was like, yo, Lenny was my Bible. And he never read the Bible, bro. He said, Lenny was my Bible to do what's right. I'm like, damn, I meant that much to you, bro, and I thank you. I thank you, Joe. You know the vibes, like you know the love is real, but you deserve what you got. You know what I mean? The Knicks had to pay you all that bread when you left. You know what I'm saying? You retired. You know what I'm saying? You're a defensive player of the year. You been a dog. You was a dog when we were slapping you around with pizza. Like, you been a dog. You been around the real. You know what I'm saying? And you deserve it, bro. I'm going to give you your flowers. That's my bro. That's my little bro.
That's dope.
Cut that ponytail. Never going to happen, but I love you, Joe.
Salute. Word up. What about that documentary that you don't like? Like, I don't think it's one of your favorite things.
It's not that I don't like it, man. It was just, it's the simple fact that I was done wrong. It's not that I don't like the documentary because it's definitely a platform that put me out there. You get what I'm saying? And they used it as a cautionary tale. You get what I'm saying? So it's not the fact that I don't like the documentary. I just don't like how I was treated and how I was done. Because I feel like not only me, but my kids should get residuals off of that forever. Because it still shows and it still plays to this day. You get what I'm saying? So it's not the fact that I don't like the documentary, because that's what started me sharing my story. You get what I'm saying? So it's not about me not liking it. It's just the point that I don't like how I was done or treated. And y'all lied to me about me being there when it was edited and what I want in it and what I don't want in it, and you know what I'm saying? So that's what that's the shit that I don't like. Man. But shout out to you guys too, man, because I thank y'all for putting it out there, but I just don't like how y'all did me, and I don't give a fuck if you don't like what I'm saying or not.
Straight raw, unfiltered. What's the plan for Lenny Cooke now? Like, I know you got the new position at Nazareth High School.
Oh man, shout out to Nazareth High School, Gary Irvin, Coach Mike. Shout out to my kids that's at Nazareth, man. Shout out to the whole Brooklyn community that's repping Nazareth, man.
Nice.
I just want to be an assistant coach that's going to make sure that these kids do right by themselves, you know what I mean, of themselves, and be the person that you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Told you yesterday, man, my goal is to have the #1 a New York Times bestseller, the Lenny Cooke book. You know what I'm saying?
Are you working on it right now?
It been in play.
Okay.
I had numerous contracts, but they wasn't right.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So I've talked to a lot of people about it, and it wasn't the right situation for me. But it's coming for sure. Pause. I just, like you said earlier, get to know me, man. I'm a dope ass person outside of basketball. I'm probably the best chef you'll ever meet.
Like I heard that, like, and it's so crazy because I didn't want to believe it because I'm just like, yo, for real, like this dude's a chef. All right, cool. And I guess it was around the time when I wasn't really diving deep into ball pulls. During that time, how did you get into becoming a chef?
So,
and what made you like? I don't know.
So my first job overseas was playing in the Philippines. I played in Manila for this team called Pure Food Hot Dogs, right?
Pause.
So it was Thanksgiving time here. You know what I mean? The time is different, but my team never had a Thanksgiving dinner. So I would call my grandmother and my mom, how do you make this? How do you do this? I made my whole team, staff, everything Thanksgiving dinner. Everybody, cheerleaders, people that work on your body, pause, coaches, players, the whole team, Thanksgiving dinner. By calling my mom and my grandma, God bless her soul, how I make this, how I do this, how I do that, how I do that. And ever since, I just love to cook, bro.
So you was on the phone, just like
waking them up, mind you, my time is different.
Right.
It's a 14-hour time difference. And they was right there, look, add this. I be like, man, the gravy watery, add flour. Like, word. And ever since then, it's been a passion.
Damn. Like, knowing the kind of person that not only thinks about themselves, but thinks of others, and put themselves in a position to make people happy and put smiles on people's faces. Because, you know, food does that.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? No matter what culture you come from. The fact that you was able to do that and took a risk, because it could have turned out.
It could have been bad. It could have been ugly.
It could have been bad. You could have put raisins in the macaroni salad. You
know I mean,
like for real, bro.
It could have been bad. It could have been bad. But like, I was taught well.
Right.
That goes back to me growing up. I was raised right. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, man, I just love to cook, bro. I love to cook. I'm going to have my own cookbook one day, too. Like, it ain't just going to be a story of Lenny Cooke. Like, it's a lot of shit that go on up here.
So I'm going to give you an idea, too, right? You can go left and do the YouTube channel. You cooking.
A lot of people been trying to tell me that.
It'll take off.
A lot of people been trying to tell me that.
It'll be
recording while I'm cooking. Yeah, for sure.
Because I know people who...
I cook every day, bro.
Listen, it'll go out of here.
And my shit good.
Pause.
No, that ain't no pause.
That
ain't no pause.
You can keep talking spicy, to be fair. Like, your wife is right there.
That ain't no pause. You gotta taste it.
All right.
Yeah, how about that?
God. Yeah. That's it.
What's up, man?
It's good, bro.
Finally here, bro.
Yes, sir.
Finally here, man. Finally here.
Good to be home, you dig?
Facts.
Appreciate y'all for traveling out here, man. Pleasantville, New Jersey, Atlantic City, New Jersey, we here.
Listen, we came for the real, man, so you know.
Episode 3.
Fact.
The redemption story of me, your boy, Lenny Cooke, you dig?
Glenn Pooh Harding, basketball heads, y'all know what it is, the podcast, Lenny Cooke story. Never done, never been, and never will be another. All right? Let's go. You all right? This is the stomping grounds right here, right?
Yeah, nah, for sure, man. Leeds Avenue. Shout out to everybody that went to Leeds Avenue with me, man. A lot of people was doing a lot of great things that came from this school. Word.
So you went here from kindergarten, so how did that work? Like,
well,
I want to go to the beginning.
I didn't go to kindergarten here. Like I said, I went to West Side first, you know what I'm saying? And then we moved out here to Pleasantville. Then I came to Leeds Avenue, you know what I mean? I was probably in like 4th grade, you know what I'm saying? And 4th, 5th grade. You know
okay.
Yeah, man, like I was saying, I gave teachers hell in this building. Mr. Hayek, God bless his soul, they said, you gave that man a heart attack. You know what I'm saying? I was terrible in here, man, but Mr. Causey, shout out to Mr. Causey, because he the first one that was like, yo, play basketball. You told, play basketball. I wasn't into it, but I got out there, we played around, you know what I mean? We had a little team that played like different elementary schools, North Main, South Main. But yeah, it started right here. It came from here.
Nah, listen, we gonna, get to the point where Lenny Cooke turned to Lenny Cooke. I see his guys out here.
Yeah.
Y'all should have saw it beforehand. They was telling me about all the great things Lenny done when he was here, right? So we're gonna march on to a few more stops.
Yeah,
and see what's going on, you know what I'm saying?
We're gonna go to the neighborhood that I grew up in over here, you know what I'm saying, and have a couple people on the show, you know what I mean, that can tell their story about me, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, Leeds Avenue, man.
School number 3.
Yeah, that's the gym right there.
That's the gym right there, straight ahead.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's walk to the gym real quick.
Doors open. I can still hear him right now.
Word, right there, man. Them round backboards. We ain't got the glass backboards like the PSs and all of that in New York. You know what I mean? We got that round backboard with the orange square. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yo, Chicago used to have those in the 80s in high school. They play with half moons?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They still the same goals, man.
Wow.
Same goals. But yeah, this is where it started, man, with that shit.
All right.
This is it.
So,
apartment 17. Me, my mom, my dad, my sister, my 2 brothers. This is where we was at, man. Right here. Pleasant Villas, condominiums. Shit don't look nothing like a condo, do it.
Wow.
This is where it was at, man. This is where it was at. This tree right here.
You gotta go to the tree.
This tree right here.
everything all right around there?
Who got shot?
2 people. Who live it?
This tree right here. This is where I had my first basketball court. Right here.
This was the court.
I don't know who it is. So, how was this pavement? Was this pavement just like this?
Just like this. Just like this. The nails might still be up there.
Was that branch there?
Nah.
Okay, that branch. Okay, it grew over time.
Yeah. But this tree right here, I cut the bottom of a crate out.
Right.
And we had a crate right here. A milk crate. Word.
How many motherfuckers fell over there?
A lot of motherfuckers fell over there. Now, I'm going to tell you one even better, though. So we had the biggest cookout as kids that anybody probably ever seen. We in, 7th grade? 6th, 7th grade?
Right.
My parents was going away. They went to New York, actually. My Uncle Daryl, God bless his soul, he was babysitting us. So one day we was just like, yo, we gonna have a fucking party. We had one couch right here. We had one couch right here. We had a grill.
Yep.
Yo, we rode from here to Absecon, which is maybe like a mile and a half.
On bikes?
On bikes. Niggas on handlebars. We went and got glizzies, bread, and potato chips.
That's it.
That's all we had. This building this apartment right here, 13, was an abandoned apartment. So when it got dark, that's where we went with all the girls and shit. We went in the abandoned apartment.
That's where the house party was at.
That's where we had the house party at. Somebody came down the path. That used to be a path.
It's still a path.
Somebody came down and was like, yo, your mom and them coming through the path. Motherfucker was jumping out the window and everything, getting the fuck out of here.
This is like a Project X type.
Yo, we was kids.
Wow.
We was kids.
Badass Lenny and his friends getting in trouble.
We was kids. Word.
Nah.
RT used to live right there. Lamar used to live at that one. Beat
was having fun.
Beat stayed over there. Beat,
I
dog.
cross him every day to come over here through this fence.
We used to break the fence right there. Where's broke at right now?
This is still the same fence.
Yeah. We used to kick it, break it, so you can just climb through. You know what I'm saying? Word.
So how many people can you fit on this court?
Oh, now we played. We 5-on-5 right here. Yeah, we played basketball right here.
5-on-5.
We played basketball. Right here.
5-on-5 half court.
Right here on the crate. Not even on a crate.
How old around?
We was probably like 11, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. I can see that. I can see that. Being real creative with it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because no other court. This was home court. This is home court.
God bless his soul. Mr. Fred bought RT a court. And put it right here.
Oh, so y'all graduated from over there to over here.
We got a real court though. Put it right here.
With pole and everything?
Yeah. Poles.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's enough. Let's go. Keep counting.
Mr. Fred bought RT a court for us to play on. He ended up taking it down because my little brother, Vernon, he was bad as hell. So we wouldn't let him play. He would throw rocks at the backboard, trying to crack the backboard. Cause it's some big ass, it used to be big ass like big rocks.
So he used to get mad?
He used to get mad because we wouldn't let him play.
Oh, man.
So he would throw rocks at the backboard to try to break the backboard. So Mr. Fred took it down.
That was his father who bought it?
It was RT's father.
Oh, it was somebody else's father
that bought it. Yeah. It was
seen how much
basketball we was playing on a crate. So he ended up buying a goal for us, right, and put it right here. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's dope.
Word.
Salute.
It's deep though because like this is he never. When we wanted to find him, we was doing mad. We was the ones cutting off lights and shit, all kind of crazy shit. But he was like on this court all day by himself. Yo, come on, 5-on-5, 2-on-2, 1-on-1s. But he just was like dedicated to this crate. Nah, for real, bro. Like when I look back and I see now, I'm like, yo, damn.
So when was the point where you got to make it out of here and start playing in other places?
So, like I said, my dad, he was a big drug dealer for a while, but that turned a new leaf once we came out here. You know what I'm saying? He got out. Okay, we moved here, and then once we moved here, my dad, he was wanted. That's why we ended up leaving from here to go to New York. That's how I ended up in New York.
And then the legend begins.
That's where it starts, baby. I went from Leonard to Lenny.
Just that quick.
Just that quick.
And it started right here. Right here.
And
then who's the gentleman that built the court? Let's give him some love again.
Oh, nah, God bless his soul, Mr. Fred, RT's stepfather. You know what I'm saying? He bought the court because, like I said, like Beat said, he saw we was just out here. We was doing wild shit, but you gonna find me right here.
Was he a community dad?
Yeah. This everything. Like we was the kids of this community right here. We was them kids. You know what I'm saying? It's a big field right there. We play football. We go over here to Holy Spirit High School in the winter. When it snow, we have big football games. Like we was the kids of this community.
Well, I'm just saying, like the role that the gentleman played who bought the court.
Yeah, he was him, my father. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My dad telling the story about coming to the window.
Oh man. So I was like the kid.
You was the demon, motherfucker. Stop lying.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I was the kid that was doing the most.
Right.
So I would like to have fun. I would just cut everybody's powers off and leave my friends' lights and stuff on. But just like the parents know, like they see, like, all right. But I would come over every day and knock on his door. Doom, 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 doom. Can Lenny come out to play? No, stop knocking on my damn door. All right, he gonna stop. I'm doing it every day, even though he's telling me don't do it. I went to the back window. Knocked on the window and I'm doing like, yo, what's up, man? But his dad must have been ear hustling from his room.
Tell me, about your dad. You was telling me a story before off camera.
Yeah, like
about
my
your dad on the party
because
play.
my dad was different, man. He was one of those disciplinary dads. Like he messed up a lot, you know what I'm saying? But he didn't want us to take that same route. And we was bad kids, you know what I'm saying? But we was good kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We was just doing what kids do. Like
testing waters.
Yeah, like he would go around turning the power off.
Right.
Police go to his mom's crib, everything, like, you know what I'm saying? He would leave our lights on or dog lights on, or, you know what I'm saying? That shit he would do. So he'll come and visit me, man, and my dad be like, no, he's not coming out. Like, he'll tell you the story, man. Like,
go ahead, because, you know, I don't want you to get too crazy, but Lenny, please, go ahead.
Yeah, but his dad was what we would consider was bad, cause being strict was mean.
Yeah.
But he had his ears to what was going on. Nothing passed it. Nothing that we did ever got past him.
Yeah.
So we would come here. Well, I would definitely come here every day and knock on the door and ask him, yo, can you come outside? No, you can't come outside. And stop knocking on my door. Don't ever knock on my door again. But I did it every day, knocking on his door. Can Lenny come out to play? I told you yesterday, no. Don't come knocking on this damn door. I said, all right, well, I can't get to him that way. I went around to the window. Yo, come outside.
Yo.
Sneak out the window.
Yeah.
Nah, that's dope. But listen, you and Lenny at that time was playing basketball and you played, were you the guard while he was the big man? How did that work?
Yeah, I was like, they used to call me Speedy Gonzalez.
That's it.
I mean, I was just the little point, just flying all over the place that you couldn't chase down. But Lenny was he was long. You know what I'm saying? It's like his ball hand.
Pause, right?
I was gonna get pause. No diddy.
No diddy.
No, we count the pauses that we said during this whole thing.
He just could not. He was sharpening up. Like we played a lot of one-on-one games, and if he lost, he run it back. He lost, run that back. And yo, tomorrow, the next day, come on, we got to get that match over. But I seen like his determination was like, and I'm like, yo, it's just regular ball, but we know we just playing ball. We don't care about the wins and losses, but he taking that to the heart. You know what I mean? But it sharpened. I watched his from this crate. He had the meanest shot from all over on the crate. You know, the crate's like this. You know, the ball's like, there ain't no swish.
Yeah.
He's like, but he had the form. I'm like, damn. It's the beginning, man.
The beginning is where we're gonna keep it at, right? Because we came all the way down here to get the real Lenny Cooke story, you know, for where it started at. Like,
this is epic, man. This is
a lot of people, listen, a lot of people who probably gonna watch this, I want y'all to understand, right? There's a process and places that we have to go in our life, right? To make sure we understand who we are, right? And when I saw you, I tell you, watching you from afar and saw how you was dealing with people and the process that you went through your life to be at this point, to want to get back, I had to come down here and show you love.
I appreciate it, man. Thank y'all both, man. The man behind the lens and you, bro. I appreciate it, because this great do something big. Pause.
Again, we counting the pauses. I want y'all to listen. There's gonna be a pause button. We're gonna have some fun, and whoever probably to get it the quickest and hit me up on how many pauses we did throughout this whole show, we got a special prize for you. All right, no doubt. Peace.
Building number 17.
Yo.
And you can get the sign when we pull up. When we pull out, pause. When we get
Hey.
Ma.
What?
What's good?
What's up, honey?
Talk to the people.
That man got a camera.
My mom shot the fuck out. Guess where I'm at?
Where you at? Pleasantville.
I told you.
Where we used to live at.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but you said talk to the man. The man's got a camera. Yeah, that was our footprint
Right there. That's it.
Yeah?
That's it.
Golly. ain't seen that place on many moons.
Yeah, we're just out here recording, doing this docu-series. You know what I mean? So I had to bring them here. This is where it started.
That's where it started.
And I got this motherfucker with me, this fool.
Hey!
Yeah, so.
Yep, them all my little shit. They're all my little, used to be little shit. Little no damn more.
Yeah. So yeah, we just. What's good, bro? You good? I know, ain't nothing wrong with that. I'll be out there soon. He's the one that's doing this story on me.
Hello, hello.
Mom.
Hey, mom. How you doing?
He's the one that's doing the story on me, man. This one's gonna be dope. Crazy. Yeah, now he doing a good one though. Like I'm giving them pause. I'm giving them some shit.
Yo, how many times you done said pause?
But I'll call y'all later.
So you had to call Mom Duke, huh?
Yeah, I had to, man. It's only right. You know what I'm saying? She can't be here. We can't get out there, you know what I mean, because of the distance. You know what I'm saying? She in Virginia and Emporia. Shout out to my family and friends in Emporia, Virginia that always support me, keep me humble, man. But yeah, I had to call my mom, man, when I was here, while we here, you know what I'm saying? Because this is where it started, bro. Right here, apartment 17. You know what I'm saying?
So this the window. This the window.
Nah, the back window.
Okay, got
He
you.
was knock on the door.
Got
He would
you.
knock on the door, but then he started going to the window.
He was talking about that earlier. He's like, yo, I used to go to. Did you start here? Did you have to go to the back, or you went to the back and went to the front?
I started at the front door.
Okay. Oh, you started at the front door. Okay.
Yeah, word.
Nah. Let's have a seat, man.
Nah, for sure.
Let's. Okay. Where we at now is the early stages of, you figuring about what you want to do in life, right? So let's go through the process of when you was here running with your crew and playing with them on a tree to the sidewalk.
Yeah.
When at that point you left, right, to pursue better things in basketball, or was it your family just moved?
Nah, it wasn't even about basketball.
Oh, okay.
Never had anything to do with basketball. It's so crazy because I actually had a game at the school that we was just at. Mm-hmm. I had a game that day. So I come home from school, I'm like, yo, I got a game. I played for N.B.A. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And my mom is like, no, we're leaving right now. Like, we're leaving New Jersey. And I just broke down, like, what do you mean we leaving? Like, all my friends is here. Like, I'm not, like, what we doing? And she's just like, no, we gotta go right now. The car was already packed and everything, and we just left. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it was due to a situation with my dad, you know what I'm saying? And when we left, I was devastated. Like, I was never gonna come back. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I always found a way back here. You know what I'm saying? Always.
Do you think that's where things kind of changed for you?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. When it come to basketball, hell yeah. New York City changed my life when it came to basketball.
No, I'm talking about the situation with your dad where y'all had to move.
I mean, it was beneficial. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
It was beneficial. He ended up just having to pay hella debt, fines, all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? And he stayed a free man. He's still a free man. They outside cooking out right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely beneficial. He changed his life around because it was either lose my mom or do what you do, because my mom was fed up.
What other parts of AC would y'all go hang out at besides the area right here? Like, give me some other neighborhoods and show them some love, because I know they're gonna be checking this out.
It's more so just like Atlantic City, Pleasantville, you know what I mean? This is where we be at, you know what I mean? We're gonna go back to the city for a little bit. We're gonna shoot past the Breezeway. Shout out to Venice Park. That's where my friends and family is over there. My twins, they be over there in Venice Park. Just shout out every neighborhood, the village, shout out every neighborhood in Lang City and Pleasantville, north side, south side, you know what I'm saying? I get love from everybody from every neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of those ones that's neutral. I hang with everybody, I'm cool with everybody, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to all of those guys.
Your transition from there when you went to New York City, right? Mm-hmm. And all of those things happened for you, which we talked about in part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
There was a time where you kind of lost it all, right?
Everything. You know what I'm saying? I was with my ex at the time. Mm-hmm. We was living in Cherry Hill, nice, living a life, you know what I'm saying? And due to my mistakes, you know what I'm saying, I'll take that, you know what I mean? I lost her, and I lost everything that we had together, you know what I'm saying? And I was bouncing around out here in Lang City, you know what I mean, from casino to casino for a while, you know what I mean, for like a year and a half. Nobody knew, you know what I'm saying, because I kept it that way, you know what I'm saying? I'm very private when it comes to like somebody knowing what, I don't want to give nobody nothing to talk about, you know what I'm saying? So I always made sure, my dad always taught me how to be a man. When you walk out that threshold, no matter where you at, just be well-mannered and respected, you know what I'm saying? And people don't allow somebody else to dictate who you are. And that's just how I carried it for a year and a half, you know what I'm saying? And this guy right here, man, if it wasn't for him, I keep praising him. I'm always praising him outside of this situation, but if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in the situations that I'm in now. For real, you know what I'm saying? All he wanted to do was come home. He was doing some time. He came home, and all he wanted to do was go to New York City and watch basketball. How can I not present that to him, knowing that I'm one of them ones from New York City that played basketball? And he goes out there with me, and then he'll tell you the rest in a little while. And it was history.
Y'all did some amazing things together, and somehow with all that you went through, right, you still find time to think about giving back to others, and hopefully they don't, you know, be in the same situation as yourself.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like I told you once before on the last episode, you know what I'm saying? Basketball wasn't my calling. Basketball was just a chapter in my life. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like God put me here to make sure that people don't have to go through the things that I went through or make the mistakes that I made to be where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people can't handle that pressure, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I was built for this. You know what I'm saying? He put me here for a reason. And my reason is to make sure that people understand who I am and why I stand on what I stand for today.
The beginning of the next chapter of Lenny, do you think it was what you went through down here combined with the opportunities you can get somewhere else?
It was a mixture, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know what to expect when we got out there. You know what I mean? And leaving here, it was just like, I had so much weight on my shoulder, you know what I mean, as a kid, because I feel like my parents was going to work. I would get out of school, I had to watch my brothers and my sister. I had to still maintain a childhood. So it was a lot, you know what I'm saying? And to transition into a faster life, which is New York, you know what I mean? That shit more fast paced. Like, it looked dead out here. You get what I'm saying? But it's kind of crazy out here.
We know
you
exactly.
know what I'm saying? So
we know exactly.
But at the end of the day, it was just like coming into a place where you don't know anybody at 12, 13 years old is different. You know what I'm saying? So now I gotta meet new friends, make new friends, meet family members that I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? And it was different. it was different, but like I said, man, my dad, a great dude, bro. Like, he's well known, you know what I'm saying? And he taught me how to be a man first. So at the end of the day, like, when I say, I'm gonna say that part. But to transition into New York City, man, and when I went to IS-59, when I first moved to New York, because I went to IS-59 first in Queens. And Daryl Showtime Hill and Ryan Williams, those guys was in my class. And they was like, yo, play basketball. I'm like, no, I don't know y'all. Like, I don't want to play. You know what I'm saying? And they was playing for 59 at the time.
So hold on, you landed in Queens first?
I went to Queens first for like 3 months.
Cause you say you bounced around, so it was hard to kind of get steady friends?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it was just, I was one of those kids, I was never a kid that can get on a camera or in a paper or a magazine that say, oh, I didn't have my dad, or I didn't have my mom, or, you know what I'm saying? My parents been married 41 years, you know what I'm saying? And
all right, hard questions now, Lenny, real talk. You had both parents there. What made you choose to go outside the realms of, I guess, the rules of that was laid for you, right? Or just dad was just showing you how to be a man without no structure? What's like?
I mean, it was a little bit of both. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It was a little bit of both. My dad ran the streets for a while. You know what I'm saying? But he took care of home first. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't about not being stable. It was just, I seen a lot of shit. You get what I'm saying? At an early age. I seen how you can run the streets and take care of your family and make sure home is first and still do what you want to do. You know what I mean? It's not very beneficial because, like I said, my mom, she get fed up. But at the same time, it's like, all right, well, I'm still making sure the kids is good and you're good. That's what matters first.
So, again, let's stretch it. Let's take it another step further. With you having that and seeing that, do you think that will hurt your game because you had it all? You had the gift to take it somewhere else, but if you added the certain lifestyle of the party and the street elements to it, that you could still balance it both.
Yeah. Because I know I'm gonna perform well when I get on that court. But it's the little shit like hanging out, females, alcohol, chilling, people. It's the little shit that people knock me for. It wasn't basketball. It was never about basketball because I'm gonna get it done. You get what I'm saying? So it was the little things that I didn't know that people paid attention to.
And one of the big things in actuality, pause.
In real life,
we got to
those are the things that matter the most.
Facts.
Because we know you can play basketball. But me not knowing and understanding and not knowing the business and not having parents and people around me that knows, it kind of, I ain't gonna say kind of, it hurt me. You know what I mean? But while it was going on, I was enjoying the moment. You get what I'm saying? And no regrets. I would change things, no regrets. Because coming from this, not having nothing, playing on the crate, hanging with my friends, I wouldn't change it. But I mean, I don't have regrets about that. But little things, partying, started drinking early, like shit like that, nah. If I can do it all over again, I have a sober mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I take a sip here and there, but it wouldn't be like parties. That shit's gonna always be there, forever, even when I'm gone. It's gonna be there. So once you're successful, that's what I preach. Once you're successful, you can do those things. I was doing it without being successful. I thought I was successful and never had made it to that level of basketball where I knew I should be.
I think the next chapter, just a little advice from the OG. If you take what you went through and give it to the children and guest speak at a lot of schools and camps, and which you probably do it, but I'm actually thinking.
No, that's my dream. I want to
do that.
I want to be on a high platform as a motivational speaker.
There you go, because I think you have a story to tell, and it's important. It's in, it's in the history books.
No, for sure.
It's documented, right? So, and tell that story, man, because look, and I'm gonna keep it a buck, right? To play over there on the tree, right there in the parking lot, that's amazing. Then to go to the sidewalk, they had a makeshift rim, but it's still in the parking lot. The gravel is tough. You fall down, you get cut. It's over. It's a wrap. You're on the injury reserve list. You know what I'm saying? To go where you went and played against all the people you played against. Sometimes people want to document everybody, highlights like other people who have tragedies or go through something, don't have a real story and aren't human. They make the mistakes. Lenny talked about all his mistakes. So I think we should look at them the same. If your name resonates in some kind of way, as long as if it wasn't for, committing any crime or hurting anybody else.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Or messing with children. He ain't never do none of that. His rap sheet, he ain't never snitched on nobody. He ain't never been in a situation where he just made some mistakes in basketball. That's it. People go through things, but his name is always going to be etched in history. So, man, I'm glad you brought me back, man. Let's go and make some other move.
Yeah,
man.
We're gonna make a couple more stops, man. I got a couple people that I would like for y'all to talk to, man.
Okay.
And then after that, we'll sit down and chop it up with each other.
Right.
And then stay tuned for this motherfucker right here, because this is gonna be special. You heard it here first.
Y'all don't know.
In the game, so we gotta keep it moving. Reverse the pressure, state the name, now they live. Blindfold their eyes and talk soft so they can hear me. Now listen, pay attention. I'm still stressed out with tension. A vision, one nation doing lynchings. Street general, minister, lyrics imperial, mysterious. Microphone killers.
Whoever tries to get busy on our tracks, fuck that. I'll make this clear, y'all get busy all you want, but not in here. Wanna make this rap game fair. Tell your label send themselves because
hold up, this nigga right here? What up, bro?
You alright?
So look, going to Leeds Avenue, we just left my school, right?
Right.
This was our school, right? He was supposed to have been the first NFL nigga from Leeds Avenue, and I was supposed to have been the first NBA player from Leeds Avenue.
Wow.
And I bragged on that since I left. Am I lying? Nigga was nice. He changed my sport. I was a football nigga. I said, nah.
Now I wish I had my whistle, because I'll blow my whistle right now. I always...
Stop right there. Flag on the play.
What position you played?
Linebacker, running back.
Linebacker, running back?
Yeah, he went to St. Peter's. He was nice.
In Jersey?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was nice. Nice.
Great programs over there.
My brother, Kim Washington.
No doubt.
My brother doing a docu-series on me, man. I'm glad you was right here.
Man, I was walking away. I'm like, I think I know this guy.
How the kids?
Everybody
good? The wife?
Everything, yeah.
Love you, bro.
Love you, man. I see you later.
Yeah.
I see you around the way.
All right.
Yeah. All right,
one question before you leave. I can't let you. When did you know he had something special?
Man, he used to be, remember around the way, he's outside playing ball with a bomber coat on in the winter, just hooping. I'm like, yo, you not gonna come to the court? Nah, he was on the creek. I'm like, yeah.
That's same spot I just took him to the Pleasant Villas in the Landis.
Yeah.
That tree?
Over there, yeah.
It was a crate there.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Fred,
RT Pop.
right?
Yeah.
Bought the other court. Oh, so you go back to those days.
Oh, yeah.
Nah. We all grew up together.
This was like 90,
91. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Nah, that's real.
I'm glad you was right here, bro.
Yo, good to see you, man.
Love you. Yeah.
It was meant to be.
Yeah, for sure. Love you, bro.
Love you, my God.
All right. Were you working right now or you getting off? Okay.
So the man told me,
That's not playing, man.
Bro, you a 2K nigga now?
Now, once I started fishing,
Oh yeah, nice. This motherfucker think he what's the bass nigga name?
once I started
What's the bass nigga that be on ESPN? You don't be catching no shit. Nah, you be catching some shit.
Listen, the last time I played Madden, it was PlayStation 1.
Nah, he fished though. Like he fished right here on the jetty, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I see you around the way.
Love you, Kim.
Peace, brother.
To the family, my love, you heard?
That's crazy. We just walking through it, and you seeing people you ain't seen in a long time.
Long time, man. Long time. But they all my brothers. Like we all, like you know. See, my thing is, we're going right here, B. You know, B. You go right here.
All right, bet.
You know, like when your circle is tight, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know. From young, you know what I'm saying? You know how people lose friendships?
Right.
I never lost a friendship out here from growing up. You get what I'm saying? So it's different. So that's why I say you might hear me all the time say, my brother. You know what I'm saying? It's because I never lost a friend, whether I left or not. You get what I'm saying? Now, it's been places that I've lost friends, but I never lost one here.
Was they with you during the ride? Like when all the things was popping, was going on? Was they there with you?
I already 12. You want to know what's so crazy about that? So he was going a lot of the time. He was in college.
Right.
He was in college.
Went to Penn State.
Yeah. So a lot of my friends was, but a lot of them, it was just like everybody went in their own direction to benefit themselves.
Right.
Which is nothing wrong with that. But we always managed to meet back up. You get what I'm saying?
It's the first one to get there first kind of shit.
That's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what matters to me a lot, because at times, like, one of my best friends, Dominique, you know what I mean? Dog, he went to the military, came home, came back to Atlantic City, became a firefighter, did a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? Did a lot of shit for me. But it's just like, people very wrong. Like, you might meet a chick that make you change. You know what I'm saying? So, we can't knock that. We can't knock who you are. But at the end of the day, it's still genuine love. I'm at work yesterday. I get a fucking FaceTime from Dog. I ain't spoke to you in fucking almost a year and a half. But me not getting that phone call is better than getting a phone call. You get what I'm saying? Because at certain times, the world we live in now, when you get a phone call, it's always something bad. You get what I'm saying? So if I don't hear nothing from you or hear nothing about you, I know you okay.
All right. Well, how many of these rooms you stayed in over your period of time?
This is just one casino, but I bounced around in a lot of these shits. You know what I'm saying? During my stages of losing my
where we going?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Losing my lady at the time and all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's just
what the fuck?
Fuck you. So it's just like during those times of hardship, you know what I'm saying? I had to bounce around from spot to spot to spot, and also be humble enough to walk outside with my head high, because I don't want nobody to know what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of the spots that I was at. Harris Casino, Bally's.
This ain't homeless, my nigga. This is better than most people live in our neighborhoods, man.
Yeah, but when you like to cook, when you like to do what you do, there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? But I made a way.
Right.
And that comes back to saying what I was saying earlier about my father. Bro, now when I use that word homeless, I don't mean it like a bum on the street.
No, I didn't say bum on the street. I'm saying,
but what I'm saying,
I thought it was a smaller room.
But get what I'm saying though. When I say that, it's just more so of, I know I could have went to his crib, my man, the other people that you're going to talk to crib. I don't want to be a burden. You get what I'm saying? I need my space. You get what I'm saying? So it was more so of that. When I talk about, when I say I was homeless, I could have went home to my mom.
Right.
But I'm determined to make it without nobody else. And that's what made me the person that I am today. You get what I'm saying? So It was more so about that. It was more so about just, yo, nigga, get your shit together. And I did that. You know what I'm saying?
So what day was it that you decided to go to New York City and go to Gersh Park and then meet your girl?
These two right here. These two right here.
Yeah.
These two right here, man. All they wanted to do was go to New York and see basketball. That's all they wanted to do. So I was like, you know what? We out. Let's go. We're going to Gersh. They didn't even know Gary Irvin at the time.
Right.
I'm like, yo, my bro playing. We're going to be good. Get there.
It's an annual thing, man.
And they looking for me. I'm gonna let them tell the story from their perspective right here.
All right, listen, let's just get down to it, right? You guys are one of the biggest reasons why Lenny got to go back to New York and go to Gersh Park and then receive the love that he received that night and the love of his life.
That day. That night, yes. Yeah, that's a fact.
So let's go back to the day and who came up with the idea and
all right, so
how it led up to that moment.
I just came home. I did my little stretch, and then every time, like anytime, when I come home, he's right there. Mm-hmm. So for years, he always been saying, yo, come to New York. You never come to New York. When I say come to New York, come to New York. He said, I'm gonna go, bro. I said, nah, bro, come to New York. I said, all right. That's what I want to do. I want to see, yeah, this time I'm going to New York, man. I want to see some basketball. I want you to take me around the town. So he does that. We take the road trip. This time I goes by myself for the first time. Mm-hmm. So when I go up there, I couldn't believe, like, it was something else how he was like a king. You know what I mean? Like, I never seen that type of love being shown to him. Like, I'm seeing it when people say, hey, bro, you know, Lenny, he in Fab videos, and I'm watching, I'm like, damn, what the hell just happened that fast from us playing on the crate? Fact. And overnight, but I'm doing my time, so I'm like, I don't know.
You're missing a lot of other bits and pieces, right? Right.
It's like, yo, he's not him no more. He's him. And I'm like, what? The hell didn't happen that fast? So anyway, we trying to catch up. We always catching up, but he's trying to get me to come up there. So I finally goes, and for the first time, I sees it. I see, like, wherever he was going, it was like red carpet, God. Lenny, I'm taking the pictures. The picture with him and Fat Joe and coming out the Barclays Center. I took the picture. I'm like, yo, what's going on? So I get to the first game and it was like red carpet. Lenny Cooke's in the building. We in Gersh Park. And I'm like, yo. So the very next week, I tell Pud, like, yo, you gotta come. Like, none of us from the city actually been there to see the love that he was getting there. We love him as a brother. This is the city he's from, but it was a different
regular
type of love.
That's
right.
Regular love. Like,
so fast forward to this day at the park.
Don't even got to be the game wherever we was at in New York.
Yeah.
It didn't even have to be the game. Wherever we was at, it was a legendary status. Like, it was a historical event. Like,
so we at Gersh Park. Me and Pudge, we like, you know, he's like, yo, come over here, we got the section, but we like, so, yo, this is legendary Gersh Park.
We and Gersh, we are walking everywhere. We're not standing at one spot.
Right.
Like,
so we enjoying the time. It's like a moment. We talking amongst each other, like, yo, we really here. Like, this is what we see on TV, but we actually here. We see him get the love he's getting.
It's a lot of people that's scared to come to Gersh, and we was there. Like,
and the love. You know, the love that we received through him.
Even now, like the heartfelt welcome, and you know what I'm saying? Like, everywhere we went, they sat seats next front row. We front row in the seats.
So, with all that he went through, the ups, downs, and
it turned into a positive.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you see how it all turned out? Right. At the end of the day, y'all never judged him for, you know, not doing what people thought he should do. You know what I'm saying?
It's always gonna be Lenny to us. Like,
facts.
He came up with a plan, right? Me and him talking, go riding up to New York. He said, yo, man, I gotta go back to New York. I said, huh? He said, in 90 days, I'll be moving back to New York. I said, he said, I can't be here no more. I'm not in the right position. I'm going back to New York. The day that we driving up there, we in Gersh Park, and we see him talk to her, and so we bouncing around the park. So now we trying to find him at the end of the game. But we like, yo, look for the tallest dude with the
they switch hats.
They switch hats. So
wow. Hold on. Him and his wife switch hats?
Right.
So and he just met her?
They just met. They switch hats, so we can't find him. So
that's crazy.
Finally did. He was really in front of us the whole time, but we looking for the different hats.
So cute.
They were cute. So then he said to me, he said, I think I found it.
Wow.
This said one day.
But we been said that before he even told us.
Yeah.
We been said that. Walking behind them. We in New York. He was lovebird.
He said, I think I found
basketball.
So then we just start joking. We start making jokes about them switching hats. I love New York. I love Brooklyn hat.
Yeah. Hello Brooklyn.
Yeah, hello Brooklyn, right. So from that day,
shout out to Brooklyn too.
Yeah, from that day,
yes sir.
She stayed. She stayed. She drove all the way down.
She came to the city with us.
Right. She came to the trenches too.
We stayed at the room out there.
We stayed in the room out there first.
Yeah.
We stayed in the room out there. Then she came out here.
She came here.
Remember we came?
Yeah.
We took showers, got dressed, and went back.
But no, she actually came to the trenches. Remember, we was in Carver.
That's what I'm saying. We had it in the hood. Like.
Yeah. And this guy was like, rest in peace, Tyrone. We walk in. He brings in the crib, and he's like, "Yo, I think I know her." He, no, you don't. You don't know her. I said, whoa, we
in the back of the truck. We in the back of the truck. I think
she mom.
We was on our way to Queens, I think. Cause we did every game. Like he said, he ain't never do this in history. We went to every basketball game.
So, and this is where I probably was seeing them because me being out everywhere, I would just see him. Right?
Every basketball court that's known to man.
I told him, like, yo, I need to get you on the show. Right? I just didn't want to do it regular because I just wanted to see his progression. Right? He was on a lot of different podcasts and interviews and had documentaries and things written about him. I wanted to watch him from afar and see him and how he moved about the city and how much love he was getting and where he was at. So when I used to see him, oh, for sure. But again, with seeing him happy from where he was from and giving kids love and I guess a choice not to be like him, it was for you guys that told him, just give it another shot, and y'all love for basketball, go back to it, right?
He said
We
in 90
actually
days,
forced him to go back.
He said in 90 days he'll be back moving to New York. He moved 2 weeks later. He met her. 2 weeks later, he said, I'm home. I said, what? And it was like 3 weeks later, he's like, I'm having a baby. And now,
balls.
Now the real Lenny Cooke was birthed. The real Lenny Cooke was birthed. He was birthed, yeah, and that's how it happened fast, but it was like, from that point on, everything started falling his way. You know what I mean? His plan to go back, it was a reason. And since he went back, so many different things been presented on the table for him, and it's been going the way he wanted to go. And us being childhood friends, I'm proud of him.
Right, I'm very proud of him.
Allen Iverson hooked up with him. Gary Irvin hooked up with him.
Shout out to
now he's, assistant coach at Nazareth. You know what I'm saying? He got opportunities and employment in New York City. He got his wife. He got kids about to, come on.
Schools.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of other schools. So this is the redemption story, man. And
I just love
you guys is part of it, man. For sure.
I love what he's doing for the children, for real.
Nah, he's so much
talent in sport, getting it out there too. But
We've seen it.
Everybody hearing the story.
Like, we've seen it though, from
that's what I'm saying.
on that
Like
crate.
how it played out. It played out great. Like positive.
It all fell the right way. But even though we all took different channels of life, we all stayed in touch.
He's still the greatest player.
Yeah.
I'm talking about all around the board though. It's not just basketball. It's all around the board.
Wow. Like someone that you saw live and in person all the time.
Always been the same. Even with
never changed.
Even with everything. Like he never changed. Like he always been Lenny.
Always try to come back, even when he was at his highest peak.
Lenny.
And he was like, yo, come to New York, come to New York.
Especially when we was going through the trials and tribulations we was going through, we would make him stay away from us because of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And it was like, he took that and he's mine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
nah, that's real.
The way of him doing that changed our lives too as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he said Atlantic City love him, right?
To death.
But he celebrated in New York.
Yes, and that's a fact. They love him here, but he is something else out there. It's like, it's mind blowing for us to, he was trying to get us to see this for years, and we just know, but to actually see it, and it was like mind blowing. Any barrel, everywhere.
Who's scoring 99 points in the Rucker, bro? He scored 99 points in the Rucker.
Come on, 99. Yo, Lenny, let's get some fact checking over here, man. Let's get some fact checking. 99 points. I don't know about that. I'm gonna challenge that. I'm a true basketball head.
Nah, he had 99. Right? No, the Wagner scored 100 points.
You gotta know about it, nigga. It's a fact.
Say word.
It's a fact.
99, who does that?
Wagner had 100 and the white boy in Texas had 101. Nigga, all three of us. 99, 100, and 101.
Broken record. Who does that? What about the girl?
Oh, nah, the girl in New York broke my shit.
Hold on.
All in one night?
No. She wasn't in one night. She was years later. She had like 126.
The same. Hold on. It's like, hold on. What? And who did you score these points on?
I was playing against fucking, I think, Demarest. Rich white school. Had no chance. I probably shot fucking 1 for 8.
So you did this in high school?
High school.
Oh, yeah, that's what you said, high school. Okay.
They had it on sports.
No, I thought you said the Rucker, but I know.
No.
Okay. Right. Hold on. So you knew what Dion Wagner, you knew what he scored?
No.
Huh?
Hell no. We was all in high school playing at the same time, 8 o'clock.
Yep,
it was the same day?
Same exact day.
This is blowing my pause.
What? Texas had 101. My brother, Dewan Wagner, had 100. I had 99. Only one that got exposure for real was Wani.
Right.
Wani got the exposure because it never happened before. Ever. Word. No bullshit.
Wow.
No cap. That's what the young kids call it. No cap.
So I'm at Lenny. I was in the 9th grade. And Lenny was playing, outside with my younger brother.
Who was that?
We was in the Landons.
Pleasant
Villas, Landon.
On a creek.
Which is like Pleasantville, but kind of had borderline Absegin. So Lenny, a young boy, because at that time, he really wasn't into the athletics. So he just growing up, he just hanging out. They just goofy, the biggest one, but he ain't got no real athleticism in him. So he always come over, have fun. They take over the room because I'm on the rip and run. And next thing you know, I'm leaving for college, and they like this day room. So they took over the room. So when I come home, Lenny there, Lenny not there. Lenny there, Lenny not there. Where Lenny at? Oh, Lenny moved. I'm like, Lenny moved? All right, so I make sure, over time, where Lenny? They like, yo, Lenny this, Lenny that. I'm like, nah, Lenny ain't doing all that. And he called, he talked to it, and he like, yeah, I'm this, I'm that. I beat your ass in ball. Because at that time, you wasn't playing ball when I was, high school. And I'm like, yeah, you talk shit. Just because Lenny, from now to back then, Lenny can talk some shit. For real, it is what it is. So I'm like, yo, Lenny, when you come down here, we going to play. Man, Lenny pull up. He like 6'5", 6'6". I'm like, nah, I ain't playing you. Right? So I'm like, yeah, we going to shoot. We just going to shoot. He could shoot. So he beat me in the shooting. I'm like, you got that. Then he telling me, every tall nigga talk about how good they is. And he like, nah, I'm like that. I'm like, yeah, all right. He like, nah, I'm number one player in Jersey, number one player in New York, number one player in the nation. I'm like, yeah, all right. He was like, yo, come up to New York one day. Come up. It's like, called me out of the blue. Was like, yo, come up this weekend. I got tickets to St. John's Duke game. Pulled up, and I get there, and he take me to a mansion. I mean, like, big ass mansion. I'm like, oh shit. And shit tripped me out, because as soon as we get in there, I got a maid coming down the hallway. She like, yo, lunch is in the microwave, dinner's in the oven type shit. And just throw your clothes outside the door. I'm like, oh shit. Hold up. So, he changed real quick so we can get to New York. It was Dad. It was Miss Dad crib.
Wow.
It was Dad crib. And then, we was getting dressed to go to Madison Square Garden. We get to the game. I ain't never been through no shit like this. And this is the little guy taking me on a little tour. We get to there. We got floor seats, Madison Square Garden. I'm sitting here, Lenny next to me, and Jay-Z next to him. This floor seat is Madison Square Garden, Duke versus St. John's.
What's happening, my guy?
How you doing?
What's going on, Aziz?
Yes.
Cool, man.
What's going on, bro?
So, we down here doing this piece on Lenny. Right. It's a podcast.
This guy, he paused up.
Yo, well, we counting, and it's crazy because we counting how many pause
he ain't doing Lenny's beat.
we actually do for the whole episode. But that's what I'm saying. When did you come into Lenny's life?
2016. I just came home from prison. Don't count us out if we went to prison. But I went to my brother's house. Bougie was there. But yeah, we get into that. So anyway, him and my brother was mans. So we are real good mans, look.
Oh, okay.
That's during that time you're thinking about that now.
Oh, okay, got you. I thought he was on live just now, my bad.
I'll let you hear that off the camera.
Yeah.
So anyway, I come in, it's my brother's crib and shit, There's a couple dudes there. This is this person, this is that person. I don't know too many people. I've been going for a few years, a substantial amount of time. But that's just my brother's crib, so I'm comfortable regardless. So I'm like, yo, bro, like, there's drinks there, whatever. I'm like, yo, y'all, anybody want something or whatever, He like, yeah, you can get me a drink. I'm like, fuck, who this dude? Yeah, you could put some, what the fuck he say, some cranberry juice or something like that right there in it, right? So I'm like, oh, so you some big bougie nigga. Like, who this? Like, cause everybody drinking straight liquor.
Right.
He like sprucing my shit up. So I'm like, nah, you want some bougie shit, get out of here. You can drink it raw, or you can just, just take it how you take it.
Right.
And ever since then, he been bougie, And then, I come to know his plight, things like that, you know what I mean? It wasn't like I just knew him that long. I knew him since 2016.
Got you.
Yeah.
So when you became friends with him through your brother, right?
Yes.
Right? And then did you ever make that trip back up to New York with him at any point?
Oh yeah, we've been to New York. Well, the last time I was in New York, we was just eating. What was that? Wasn't that long ago? Maybe like a month and a half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you got to see him be celebrated like his other guys.
Oh yeah, I mean we done been through all of that.
Oh, okay.
We done been in Brooklyn, we done had the games, we done hung out here, hung out there with
Gotcha.
G and, we done did all of that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Introduced me to this dude, that dude. Yeah. Hung out with got me fall asleep in cars and stuff like he's a party animal. But yeah, go ahead.
So you mentioned G, he's now the assistant coach of Naz, right?
Yeah.
And do you think he can help those young men over there? I know he can.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, all jokes aside, this guy know the ball game. He know the game. He love the game. And he love the kids that's playing the game. So just that alone, your love for the game. Like I had coaches when I was little. I played a little bit of kids sports, and I know real shit like that. But your coaches mean a lot to you when you're young. You know what I mean? Especially when they show have a real vested interest in you and then into the sport. So him being a coach, assistant coach, being in that area, he loved that field. Like he's been doing it ever since I got home through events. Coached at the Lang City High School, played out Camden. Like I've been through all of that with him. You know what I mean? I wasn't there in the early 2000s, but I went through every step of that with him. You know what I mean? And it was always something about the kids. It was never really. It was more or less about him trying to make sure the kids didn't veer off their paths and end up in messed up places because of his past. You know what I mean? It was never really about it when I talked to him. And we had a lot of little talks, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, word.
Was you kind of helping him stay on the right path and not fall back to where he was in the space that he was before?
Mentally and emotionally, yeah, I could say we helped each other. You know what I mean? Like I told you, I met him like I was fresh home from prison. So I'm coming from the bottom already. Everything's going up for me. You know what I mean? And we right there together. You know what I mean? And he have his times where we both going up, and then things might plane out, and then it's times when things sink back down. That's just life.
Listen, it's a straight question.
Right.
We call this the redemption story, and
Ever since I met him, he been on a redemption story though. He been trying to give back without nothing though. he been trying to give back to kids. Like, look, I don't want none of y'all to go through this shit that I've been going through. And even when I met him, he was here and went down and dipped down lower. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about like where the redemption started. He been trying to redeem himself for years. Since I've met him. And that's been over 8 years. So I can't just say, so was I part of it? His redemption story. His whole fucking situation since I met him was a redemption story.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? It's not like, okay, right now, he just made this, it just finally hit him. It's like, you know what, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Nah, his whole shit was about redemption. Like when I first seen him, right? And I finally, okay, that's Lenny, all right, cool. I do my back history. He on YouTube already, this and that, da-da-da. I'm looking at his shit. He done been through some shit already. Like, you know what I mean? Done had accidents, fucked up his career a little bit, you know, but a lot, you know what I mean? It was toe-to-toe with this dude, Brian, and you know what I mean? So, he already took his fall when I met him. Now, you low, we went lower together. But maintain and, you know what I mean, held each other up, things like that. But it was always about getting back. It was already about getting back and getting your head above the water and getting some traction under your feet. It wasn't, shit wasn't sweet. You know what I mean? It wasn't nothing given to him. I mean, he might have still had contacts and things like that from his youth or whatever. Dudes that really made it, things like that. But that's just a small piece when you stuck outside, you know what I mean? Yeah, he could have packed up. If he had packed up and went to Virginia, none of this shit right now would probably be going on. He ain't never give up. All right, cool. Bro, you can come stay with me, you know what I mean? I will call my lady, because she's a big ass part of that, you know what I mean? Bro this, bro that, nah, fuck all that, you can come stay here with us, this and that, you ain't gotta do none of that, nah. But, just so happened, while we was out here tripping, still fucking up, living out, you know what I mean, being outside, we got cops and shit like that, this and that, da-da-da-da, so 1 week, I'll get him comped out, he'll have the other side of the week comped out. He was doing this shit for like 2-3 years. So technically, bro's homeless. Him and his lady broke up, you know what I mean, this and that case may be. And he could always just pull up and do whatever he needed to do at my crib if he needed be, but he just made a way. Just like he always tried to make a way with the kids, you know what I mean?
We started in Brooklyn, you know, went around your way to Bushwick. Then we went and sat down at the Shadow Gallery. And then we told the people we was coming home.
Coming home, baby. We made it. Atlantic City, New Jersey.
So we got your story, we got your friends, we got your mom on the phone, you know. Everybody talked about your whole ups and downs.
I can't ask for nothing.
You know, so we're not gonna, you know, go on without doing our top five. All right, just how this game is played, right?
I'm listening.
It's like the hardest part of the show when we ask you about your top five. So I hope you're ready for it. You ready? Let's have some fun with this, man. Let's have some fun with this. All right, my man. All right, top 5 guys you hoop with.
My team or against me?
Hoop with. Who's on your team? Yes. Top 5 guys you hoop with.
That if I gotta start right now, the top 5, well, top 4, because I'm gonna be one of them. But the top 4 players.
You can't play with yourself. Pause, yo.
I do it all the time. Pause. But nah. So, all right, exclude
top 5. Yes. Right? Top 5.
The best players I ever had on my team, Gary Irvin, Adrian Walton, aka Whole Lot of Game. Curtis Sumter.
Told you it was the hardest part. Pause. So you said Gary Irvin, Curtis Sumter,
Gary Irvin,
Whole Lot of
Curtis
Game.
Sumter, Adrian Walton, aka Whole Lot of Game.
2 more. Told you.
I'm gonna have to go. It's just because
I know.
I don't want to be biased.
There you go.
But at the same time, I'm gonna give you answers that people put me in a position to be great.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So with those 3, I have to add somebody like I gotta add.
Didn't I tell you?
I gotta add.
It's the hardest part of the show.
Because I don't want.
The hardest part of the show.
I just want to be honest.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
But after about 500 something shows, trust me, I know this is the hardest part of the show.
I want to be honest. I would have to put somebody like people don't know him too much.
Okay.
Brian Raimondi.
Okay.
Which is Debbie's son. You know what I'm saying? Because he wouldn't pass nobody the basketball besides me. You get what I'm saying? So I have to put him in there as 4, and at 5, bro. I just think whoever else, you can roll the ball out there. And
Nah, we need 5. We gotta get a start.
I can't give you a number.
I need 1 more.
Me.
Y'all heard it here first. Lenny Cooke played with himself.
All the time.
All right. Top 5 guys you hooped against.
Do that shit gotta be in order?
Nah. Just top 5 guys you hooped against. Anywhere.
Booger Smith. Kingston Park. He showed me what was street ball about. Hands down. I was a young motherfucker, right? My first real tournament before I got to the Rucker Parks and all of that, I played in Kingston Park against Booger Smith. Jamel Tinsley. You know what I'm saying?
Killers.
Since it ain't in no order, Jamel Tinsley, Booger Smith, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, Amari Stoudemire.
It's a damn good 5.
Dogs.
All of them.
Dogs, Hall of Famers in their own way. Like real dogs.
All right. Top 5 players in New York City history, from your perspective.
Lenny Cooke. Hold on. Let me ask you this though. And during my time, or just period?
Period. That's you know about. This is yours. Everybody got their own different starting 5s.
Lenny Cooke, number 1. It's my opinion. You gotta like it. We'll talk about it on DMs or whatever. Michael Jordan.
You're gonna get a lot of people debating with that.
Michael Jordan. Carmelo Anthony. He's a Maryland kid, but he's from Brooklyn, Red Hook.
Can we claim him though? Can we really claim him?
That's what I'm at. That's what I was trying to say. Like, do you take?
No disrespect to Melo. No disrespect to Melo.
Like, oh, bro, you claim Brooklyn, but you from Jersey.
Right.
You was born in Jersey.
Right.
But my birth for basketball came in New York City.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? His birth from basketball came from Maryland.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to be Angel's advocate.
That's what I'm asking.
Right.
So
right. No, if that's
you my
facts
comrade.
That's
so
right.
I'm gonna take Melo out there quick.
No. If that's what you want to do.
I'm gonna take him out there quick.
Okay.
Because his birth came from Maryland, and I'm gonna take me out there.
Oh, he wasn't born in New York.
He was born in New York. but his birth.
Got you.
Maryland.
Got
You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So I'll take him out of the equation and I'll take myself out.
And we gotta take Mike out too, because
And I'll take Mike out.
Okay.
So now let's do it. So the best players that I know, top 5 from New York City, Kenny Anderson, right? Take Kenny Anderson. I'll take Pearl Washington. Pearl Washington went to Boys and Girls High School.
Yeah.
So I'll take Pearl. I'll take Kenny. I'm gonna put my brother Gary Irvin in there.
Facts.
You want to know something crazy? That's 3, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you two young ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
No Diddy. I gotta go with Bashy. You gotta go with Bashy. Made history in New York City.
Facts.
So I'll go Bashy. So I'm gonna go Bashy, Pearl, Kenny, Lance Stevenson, and then Gary Irvin. It's my vibe.
And you notice he picked all point guards.
All Brooklyn niggas damn near.
Nah, this is dope, man. This is dope. Well, listen, man. I just want to say thank you for inviting us down. You know what I'm saying? Me and my guy, Fa, took the road trip. You know, invited us down, got to meet all your peoples. You showed us the town. Thank you, man.
Nah, thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Thank you for seeing the vision of who I really am, though. You know what I'm saying? Most people want to do a story and it's always about Lenny and LeBron, your failures, or why you didn't make it. Bro, you really wanted to get to know who I am. Family and friends. And that's what meant the most to me, and that's why I say, yo, bro, nah, we gotta go to Lane City for the last part. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is out for themselves when they do an article or a documentary or a story. This was different to me. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about this shit.
Listen.
Talked about it.
My name and reputation speak for itself, man. I really, truly do this to make sure that guys like yourself never get forgotten. And, you know, we adopt you in New York City. All right? I want to let you know that you're fully adopted. We welcome you back to New York City.
But I also want to say that there's guys that I miss, like Jamal Tinsley and all of those guys that I didn't name, bro. It's not that I missed y'all, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of greats.
Nah.
It's a lot of greats, man, and I just feel like during my time, those are the ones that had the most impact on me. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
That had the most meaning to me. Just remember this, man. Use me as an example of what not to do. And my acronym is DREAMS. Do right even after minor setbacks. And you'll be fine.
Yeah, can't say any better than that. All right? Listen, this is Glenn Pooh Harding, Basketball Heads, the official home for New York City basketball. The Lenny Cooke story. The redemption story. There you go, my brother.
So let's go over that story again, man. With G. Herb, that moment where you became the #1 player in the country. How did that happen?
It was just so crazy, man, that we from Brooklyn, we from the town, you know what I'm saying? And just so happened we was roommates, you know what I'm saying? And Amari Stoudemire was that guy, still that guy, Hall of Famer, first ballot to me, you know what I'm saying? Deserve it. The career he had with the Suns, the career he had with the Knicks, you know what I'm saying? But in high school, Gary was like, I told Gary actually, like, yo, I gotta have 50 against him, bro, in order to be that guy tomorrow.
Wow.
And G. Irv, let me call him, bro. Let me call him. Because he can tell you the story better than I can. All he wanted was me to go out there and have a triple-double and win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, before we went to sleep, he's like, yo, you're not having 50. I'm not. He basically told me, I'm not letting you have 50 because he was the point guard.
Right.
So he can stop it unless
right.
I get the basketball off the rim and go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he could have stopped that.
Right.
And he was like, yo, nah, we ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, we're gonna you're gonna have a triple-double, we're gonna win the national championship, and you're gonna wake up USA player in the country.
Number one player in the country.
USA, it was USA basketball player in the country.
Right.
Number one player in the country.
Right. So, did y'all play on Lightning? Was this the Lightning?
He was playing for the Panthers.
For the Panthers, Long Island Panthers, okay.
Hell yeah.
Was the Long Island Panthers or?
Long Island
Panthers. Yes.
Long Island Panthers.
Got you.
Heard.
Trying to get him on the phone.
My nights be long, bro.
Right. But basically, when you told him that you wanted to get 50, and he
I
said,
listened
"Nah,
to him though.
Triple double."
I listened to him, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that was most important to me.
Right.
That I listened to him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it was more so not about. It goes back to humbling yourself.
Right.
I know I could have had 50. I know I could have had 50. We probably would have lost. We probably would have lost.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mind you, my team was loaded. We had
Who was some of the
Curtis
people on the
Hunter,
team?
we had Jason Frazier, we had Gary Irvin, we had, my team was loaded.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like that I had a team where, I couldn't get the triple-double done and still look good. You get what I'm saying?
Right. What did Amari Stoudemire do that game?
Yo, the funniest shit ever. Amari Stoudemire dunked on Jason Frazier so hard that Gary Charles called a timeout just to laugh at
Hold on. Say that again. Say that.
Amari Stoudemire dunked on Jason Frazier so hard that he made he called a timeout for the laugh at him.
Wow.
But Amari Stoudemire was different. Amari Stoudemire was different.
Right.
He was a grown-ass man in 1915. He was different.
Right.
He's all the famous. Oh, here you go. Here you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Hey, look, so when we said to Gary Irvin, he called right in. What up, Jay? What's going on? We got G right here. You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Yeah. No doubt. Nah, he was just telling us about that game that against Amari Stoudemire when he said he wanted to go for 50 and you told him he ain't doing 50, he got to get a triple-double. Right. Wow. He said they had a triple-double and they won by 20. Wow. He said the next day, the same story. He told the same story. Said the next day,
I would never been that.
on the hotel. Right, and y'all right on the floor.
I would never been that person without my brother. I would have never been the number one player in the country if it wasn't for him. For him. Never. Because it would have looked like I was selfish. Like, people would have judged me for that. If it wasn't for him, I would have never been the number one player in the country. And I don't mind saying it any day. Any day.
All right, G, salute, man. I'm gonna see you soon. I gotta come by Naz, all right? All right? I'll hit you up for today. All right. So, just to let y'all know, everything that he said tonight, he did not lie. That's one thing. He said this, Gary Rivera said the same exact story. So, hope y'all been following along, man.
You just got
to get out of here, head back to New York City. You know, me and Five, we got some things to do. Those of you that need, a dope cameraman, get my guy some cheese, get up my guy at Fahim Production. Right? I said that right, Five? Huh?
Same thing.
So it'll come up on Father God, right? Hit them up on Father God. Back. What up? There you have it. The redemption story. Lenny Cooke. What more can we say, man? We're about to get out of here. Head up to New York. Keep the show on the road, baby. The Basketball Heads Live. Your host, Glenn, Cooke, Hodge. We are the official home for New York City basketball. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know the word.
Good times, barbecue, cause if we got just one night, let's just make it one night. Everything is perfectly planned, make sure it's done right. I'm here with my family, and we got the girls who like to have some fun, but just for one night.
I remember way back when Mama said clean up them damn toys, and you better pick up them pants, boy.